is Raph. I am playing Grinner, a barbarian human running from his past as an ex-soldier, now turned mercenary.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Luther. He's a Dampier. He is a fighter that specializes in firearms, a bit of an investigator, and I am the great uncle of Grinner.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm playing Tifla, the Goblin Ranger. She is a wonderful hunter and medical genius.
Hi, I'm Haz. I'm playing Theodore Ursa, the satyr druid, who's a kind of a charismatic druid who's unwillingly taken Tifla under his wing as she's followed him through the forest for the past few months.
Hi, my name is Josh. I am from the Roll Together RPG stream, and I will be playing Killian Maxwell, a half-elf warlock who has come to Barovia. He was with the party previously but has lost them and has joined up with the Tempest Guild on their adventures.
G'day, I'm Tom. I'm playing Jonal, the Asimir wizard. He is on the pursuit of good and evil, finding out the best and worst in this world, and he's doing that with a little bit of naivety and optimism.
And I'm Owen, the Dungeon Master of our Curse of Strahd campaign. A warning, gentle viewer. Curse of Strahd is a horror-themed Dungeons & Dragons campaign, which means you may hear adult language or adult themes throughout this episode. Hello!
Hello everyone, Merry Christmas!
Hello. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, sort of. A bit early, but Happy New Year anyway. And for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, a wonderful holiday period to you all. Welcome to our very festive Curse of Strahd session tonight, which is a horror-themed D&D campaign. But given how much everyone really enjoyed the Halloween one-shot we did in Curse of Strahd, which was not very horror-themed at all, I figured let's bring back the Toy Shop episode for another Curse of Strahd. So we will be doing a very special Curse of Strahd, let's say holiday special episode tonight. In the spirit of that, 3 of our lovely players have gotten dressed up. In order of impressiveness of costume, we have Tom wearing a lovely Aussie koala, wearing a lovely beanie Christmas hat, which I very much love.
Done. Most impressive. Well done.
Most impressive. Jacob has skinned an elf, removed its body, arms, torso, head, and is now wearing its hat and its legs.
And gutted.
Wearing its hat and its legs and its ears on his head, like some sort of sick trophy.
That all back together. It's not easy. They wriggle.
Elf skin tears easily as well. You have to be very careful with a fine needle. And we've just been demonetized. That was quick. And we also have making his comeback to the stream, Shrock the Halls. You can say that. Shrock the Halls with probably the most disturbing and impressive costume I've seen from Haz yet, which is saying something given he did wear a very similar costume to the last Halloween special. Shrock, welcome. It's wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to see you joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here, Owen. Someone has to keep the horror theme alive, so it's going to be Shrock.
Shrock, can you share your little booties, please?
This one's only for the viewers. For podcasts that...
Why did the foot go directly into view? Are you good at hanging the foot right there, Haz?
Yeah, it's a skill. I also have little felt pants on. I don't know why I went so, full body costume, but I committed.
I'm just very disappointed you don't have the hands on.
I can go get the hands if you want. It's just so hard to touch.
There's no more pleasurable feeling than the feeling of Shrock's hands running up your inner thigh, right? I think we've all established.
Sausages.
So, this is going to be a very different Curse of Strahd episode tonight. The canonity, the canon nature of this episode, like it was with the Halloween one, is going to be questionable. I'm not going to go into too much more. I think we should jump into it. The only announcements I have to share is that this is our last episode before the Christmas break. For those of you who are listening to this recorded, this will be coming out not too far off of Christmas Day, so I hope you have had a really nice wrap up to your work. I hope your work has wrapped up. I hope you are enjoying a bit of time off over the holidays. If you are working those penalty rates, I hope you are absolutely raking in the penalty rate money as you well and truly deserve. Thank you for your service, carrying on while the rest of us take some time off. We salute you. We will be back.
It'll be over one day.
It'll be over one day, yeah. I was wondering if there was going to be a follow-up to that, but luckily Jacob decided not to make it too dark straight away. Thank you for that. When the heat death of the universe occurs and wipes us all away from existence, your pain will end. We will be back.
Could quit. There are two options there.
That's true. We will be back. We will be back in the new year, shortly after the New Year break. At the moment, it's looking like we will probably be jumping back in. I'm thinking maybe Monday the 15th. Not sure about Monday the 8th. I'll keep you guys posted if we jump back a little bit earlier. But for the moment, it's probably looking around Monday the 15th. So that'll be really exciting coming back. And I did end the last session of Curse of Strahd on a little bit of a cliffhanger. The reveal of Strahd von Zarovich himself. Yeah, sit tight on that. We'll get back to that in a future episode because it's not going to be addressed tonight. So that is all the fun.
Owen,
hello, yes.
Surely we'll address it sometime this year, right?
No, we won't address it this year, Jacob. This year's all wrapped up. Yeah.
Oh well, that sucks.
Yeah. So obviously, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to catching you again in Christmas. But for now, let's jump into the campaign. I will do a quick recap, but as I said, the canon nature of this episode is questionable, so we're going to not waste any time wondering too much about the story that came before. Our series has been following the adventures of the Tempest Adventuring Guild. Theo, Luther, Jonor, Grinner, Tithla, and newcomer Killian, an adventurer from a distant land. Having become trapped within the realm of Barovia while searching for some missing adventurers, the team have been travelling west in search of an escape. While on the way to Krezk, accompanying Nikolai and Stella Wokta, the last surviving children of the Wokta house, the team took a detour to a nearby vineyard, the Wizard of Wines, and discovered the outer fields infested with blighted vines. After defeating the monstrosities, the team shared a brief hallucination as a result of the spores released from the trunks of these creatures, almost like a shared dark nightmare of Blinsky's toy shop, a nightmare in which they were all toys inside his workshop. After making and breaking some toy friends, the team awoke to find themselves back in the vineyard. After this little dark prelude, the team made their way through the vineyard to the buildings on the large hill. Meeting the owner of the vineyard, a gruff, older gentleman called Davian, the team placed the order for the wine to be sent to Vallaki, then joined Davian for a wine tasting. As the evening wore on, the wine worked to help smooth conversation, and the team spent a while learning about the dangers posed by the druids of Yester Hill. After Jonor offered to do a card reading as a bit of a party trick, Jonor found himself making a true foretelling, mentioning a talisman of feather and bone lost in a drowned village. This foretelling seemed to disturb Davian and his daughter Stefania, drawing the evening to a close. While Jonor and Tithla checked in on livestock, Killian helped patrol the property, and Grinner connected with Davian, while Luther revealed his family ties to Grinner. At the end of the last session, we saw the players making their way back to the town of Krezk, desperately in need of healing for their lovely goblin companion Tithla, and also hoping to reunite with Nikolai and Stella Wokta, who they had lost contact with on the journey. We left off last session as the team bumped into an old friend, Damien, a ranger that had rescued them from a pretty sticky situation previously. But we're actually going to jump back in time. 24 hours to the night all of you enjoyed quite a heavy meal of, in Grinner's case, methylated spirits and cheap vodka, while the rest of you enjoyed some very delicious red wine. While all of you head to bed at different times, Grinner passing out drunk in the foyer and being carried to bed by Luther, the rest of you making your own way to bed at different periods before settling down for the night. You find your vision fading away to black, the sounds around you fading out as you begin to take a deep, dreamless sleep. All of a sudden, you feel light on your faces, and as you blink awake, you find yourself looking out through a large glass window, staring out into the streets of Vallaki. It seems to be dawn. Maybe you've overslept or somehow travelled in the night. It's at this moment, as you look down and around at your surroundings, you find yourselves not in the beds with which you lay down your heads, but instead standing upon an enormous shelf overlooking the window out towards the streets of Vallaki. And as you turn left and right, you see your companions, again in those toy-like forms you had previously seen. Luther, with his detachable teeth on retractable strings that slowly slide back in when they fall out. Theodore as a bit of a transformer with various animal shapes able to be created by unfolding his body parts. Jonor with his flick-out wings that emerge from his back. Tithla with a detachable saddle on Dracob that she can climb on, as well as 2 different shades of skin color, changeable by the pivot point at which she rotates around. And Killian with a large clay jug on his waist, which seems to be spewing out almost what looks like red confetti and red cellophane. And finally Grinner, who has detachable hands and a sack at his feet full of various improvised weapons. As you look around, you recognize you are once again back in Blinsky's toy shop. But it's not quite as you remember. As you begin to peer around the room from your very high vantage point up on top of the shelving near the stairs and the front door, you can see there are wrapped presents. Some on shelves, some on the floor nearby. And the doll's house that you previously had to pass through to get to the stairs has been replaced with what looks almost like a gingerbread house. Things seem not as you remember them, not quite as you remember them. And I should say the largest change at the far end of the room, it looks like the door to the workshop is partially ajar. I hand over to all of you. That is what you see.
Oh shit, not this stuff again.
Hold on. Are we... Is this the same place again? Hello, is everyone here?
I do think that we're here again. Oh god, I hate this place.
Wait, why are we here?
Yeah,
Like-
weren't we just here not a day ago?
Well, it was like, yeah, it was yesterday. I swear it was yesterday, maybe the day before.
Well, I suspect we are probably all a shared hallucination in Mr. Grinner's alcohol-induced fever dream.
Wait, so we're all in his dream?
That's a really good point of order. Owen, given that I went to bed absolutely hammered, am I drunk?
No, you should be. You should be absolutely shit-faced. You should have a pounding headache. The lights should be blinding. Your hearing should be all out of whack. But no, you feel fine. Your mouth does feel a bit dry, but that is because it's carved of wood.
I like this place. What's wrong with this place? This is... We get to hit figs and break figs.
Look at your hands.
Was the last time there was Team Madness?
Yeah,
he was kind of a tool.
Yeah, we got out of it. You know, I don't know, maybe is that shit from that plant still in our noses or something?
Wait, I remember what helped last time.
Yeah.
It was when we planted the bean. Then things worked and we were able to get out.
It's also when we killed ourselves. So maybe if we just murder suicide, we'll be all fine.
Oh.
I think let's try the bean first and then the murder suicide.
Potato. Planting a bean is tantamount to... Go on.
Are we on the table, Owen?
You're on top of a large rack of shelves.
Okay.
If you have a look at the map, I can bring us across to the map on Roll20 if you like.
I just feel like one of those is more permanent than the other.
You're standing on the shelves that previously you could only see as you approach the door. These are the shelves that Grinner ended up kind of respawning on when he died in the last session. You appear to be in places of display. As you have a bit of a look over the shelving, you can see there are little tags at your feet proudly proclaiming you as the Tempest Guild. Collect the whole set. There are prices for each of you. You can see that there's
how much am I?
All of you are the same price. All of you
Damn it.
are $4.99, so 4 gold and 99 silver.
That's not enough.
4 gold and
way more
99
than
copper,
that.
I should say.
That's a lot of gold translated from copper there.
5 golds, essentially.
Does that make you extra cheap, Tifla, because you come with Dracob?
No, that's expansion. You've got to pay extra for Dracob. And then I'm worth more because there's less of me, and I cost the same.
Are there more of us behind ourselves? Like, are we just in like a stacked sort of
It
situation?
seems like
Yeah,
you
it's a Buzz Lightyear
guys.
situation.
Yeah.
No, it seems like you are the display models. As you have a bit of a look around, you can't see any other models of your action figures.
Oh wait, we're the ones that
Anywhere
get
nearby.
messed up because people touch them, and then when you want a real one, you get one from behind.
Yeah, how grimy are we?
Oh yeah, as you have a bit of a look over each other, you can see there are like fingerprints marring your surface. Killian has a little bit of gum stuck to the underside of one of his feet that's been used to kind of help keep him upright because one of his legs has been bent at a weird angle. As soon as you start moving it, Killian, it flicks back into place. But yeah,
That's your
Could be the
touch, but it
offset
doesn't.
weight. He's only got one arm, so there's a counterbalancing thing going on.
yeah.
Shall we
I'm
try
picturing-
and figure out the front door like we did last time?
We can do, yes. I'm picturing, because Haz has got the mask on, that Theodore's head is partly inside his body.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
partly transformed.
Yeah.
It's been broken. Yeah,
Alright, therefore.
yeah.
It explains the muffled.
Perfect. I love it. That's brilliant. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know if I want to get out just yet. This place was a lot of fucking fun, and there doesn't seem to be any repercussions at all.
Wait, did you have a different dream to the rest of us?
I need to find my fucking pot of glue. That's what I need.
Can I search around and see if is everything where we left it? Like, I know the room's bigger, but is it all kind of the same?
No, it's interesting. It looks like some things have been adjusted. As I said, there's now a gingerbread house where the large doll's house used to sit. You can see there's presents scattered about. A number of the toys on the shelves look a little bit different. Do you want to make me a perception or investigation check, please, Grinner? See what else you can spy from your perch high atop the area there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, good one.
8. Yeah, Grinner, looks like a couple of things are different, but there's nothing else you can really see that grabs your attention. Like, it'll like, there's some different things, but to be honest, like, it's a toy shop. I mean, you've only seen it for the first time recently. It doesn't seem that crazy.
Yeah, right.
Nothing that crazy going on.
Do you hear any Christmas jingles? Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
That is a really good
Are there
question.
Christmas themed jingles going on?
Yeah. Journal, as you pause for a second and listen, you can hear the sound of bells sort of jingling in a little merry tune over in the corner. And as you peer across far in the distance, what's your passive perception? I think it's like 13 for
11.
Isn't it? 11. Now, you can't see the origin. It's out of sight.
That's the most jolly thing I've come across in this town. Is that little cute little tune going on?
I don't like it. I don't trust it.
I thought you liked this place. You just said you liked it.
Yeah, I like it, but that's too happy. This place was a bit fucked up. I like that bit of it. It's too. I don't understand. What's it being so
Grinchy.
joyful about?
Grinchy
I'm sure-
Grinner. That's what I'm hearing.
Grinchy Guna. I'm
I
sure
don't
if
know
we
what
climb
that
down, it'll be
means.
as horrifying as before.
Yeah, is there a way down from here? Okay.
As you peer over the edge, Grinner, you can see that there are toys and presents stacked in such a way that if you were to very carefully make your way down the gap between the two shelves, because the shelves aren't quite the same size and height, you could almost vault down between the two of them.
Are there any other toys on our shelf, or is it just us?
Oh, there's loads of other toys. You can see there's some spelling blocks. You can see there are some yo-yos. You can see there are some slightly more horrifying looking toys as well. What looks like some sort of like a weird demon goat creature standing on two legs with four arms out from either side. Looks like it's getting ready to give a big hug, and underneath you can see it says the glad Rizu. It's got a big smile on its face and big friendly eyes.
I don't know what that is, but I like it.
No, I'm not into that thing. That. Come on, that looks creepy.
Yeah, but it's not moving. It's not real.
You do remember that last time we were here, toys like that did move.
I'm gonna go poke the Rizu.
Oh god.
The glad Rizu. Yeah, as you step up towards it, Grinner, you can see that it's a very impressive looking model. As you get a bit closer, you can see that it's been very carefully painted. I'll move you over in front of Jonah because it's over in the corner of the map as you make your way over. It's been very carefully painted. It's a very nice looking model. Yeah, as you have a bit of a look, you head up and give it a poke. Do you want to roll me a D100?
Yeah, you bet I do.
Just a D100. Just a nice.
Why is that though?
What's that? Why are you rolling it?
For science.
I just need to know.
Okay.
Just for me. I just need to know these things. Yeah, I mean, as you wander up and poke it, give it a good shove, and I mean, seems like it's just a pretty normal toy. And it's at that point when the arms come out and grab onto you. I'm going to get everyone to roll me initiative, please. Grinner, this will be a surprise round against you. And you can thank Aquatic Archie for summoning this creature in the chat. You too can spend channel points to summon creatures. And on top of that, if you can't make it to the Twitch stream, if you become a YouTube member, you also get points that you can spend on summoning creatures that you just let me know in the Discord. And those lovely monsters that you decide, or advantage or disadvantage, whatever you want to do, is going to be sent over to us and our lovely players as you ask. So that is now one of the best cool new features of our YouTube membership pathway. Obviously, very excited for that. So let's get everyone's initiatives. It looks like we have, and I'll just bring the Glad Rizu over onto the map as well for Grinner, because I wouldn't want Grinner to miss out on the experience of the Glad Rizu.
Sorry, the what?
The Glad Rizu. So it's a demon called a Glad Rizu, but this one's called the Glad Rizu. It's a very special one that just wants to be your friend. So we've got
anything like the plastic cling film that we have here in Australia? The Glad Wrap?
I don't know.
Don't try that again. Guess
you'll just have to find out. Alrighty, so we have, in order of appearance, it looks like we've got Jonor with an initiative of 17. Very nice, Jonor. Grinner with an initiative of 6. Not so crash hot. We've got Killian with an initiative of 13. Luther with an initiative of natural 1. Tithla with a 19. And Theo with an 11. Brilliant. Alrighty, let me quickly add the Glad Rizu to the initiative order. Oh, that's nice.
See,
19.
It's closer than you thought.
Brilliant. Let's jump into our lovely initiative. I probably should give it a quick title as well. This is why the special summons always give me a little bit of extra time to get things ready, and I'll chuck on some battle music as well. Tithla, what's your dexterity? Just so that I know.
Oh, the plus 4.
Yeah, cool. You will go before the Glad Rizu, so I'll just read that. All right, perfect. The Glad Rizu's surprise round. Grinner, as you for podcast listeners, that was the sound of Shrock the Halls dropping his glass and mug onto the ground. Brilliant. Alrighty.
He's holding his mouth.
Yeah, it's the only way he can keep it all together.
Oh no!
Oops. Grinner, as you step up and poke the Glad Rizu, for a second you think it's just another toy, just another cute toy. And that's when the arms reach out and go to grab onto you. It has what looks like 2 sets of normal arms, and then these massive pincers, much larger arms above it. It reaches out in a very sudden rush and grabs onto you with these pincers. It gets 4 attacks, 2 with the pincers and 2 with its fists. That's good.
Oh,
Happy
man.
with that. That's nice.
That is... Now you're not raging. Damn.
So, Grinner, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, that'll hit. 23? Yep.
13 doesn't, but holy shit, a 25... No, sorry, that's it. No, that's it. 25. 25 does also hit you, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Sexy. That's going to be... that's going to be 23 points of damage from the first pincers.
Oh my god, okay.
Yep.
Unpleasant.
It is. The second pincers are going to do 11 points of damage.
Okay, not as bad.
But the fists miss, the 13 misses, but then finally the second fist comes around and punches you directly in the head, dealing... it's only 4 points of damage. Could be worse. That's minimum damage, actually. 2d4 plus 2. I rolled 2 1s. That's the worst possible damage I could have rolled on that.
Thank you.
As the Glad Rizu punches you, watch as the arms articulate and begin spinning round as the goat creature turns its head, the lower jaw unhinging, going... as it stares at you. Tithla, it is your go next as the Glab Rizu slams against Grinner, suddenly dealing this heavy damage.
Okay, guys, that's that's not very nice. Are we friends with that? Because, like, you know, I'm allowed to sort of punch Grinner in the side sometimes, and Killian and Theodore and Luther and Jonor, and like, I'm sort of allowed to do that to everyone. But is that thing? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll get it then. I'll get it.
Tithla is going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Brilliant. Make me a ranged attack.
And then so it just like prepares for the next attack. So then she'll use her action and then take a couple of shots. If the buttons will work easily. Oh, that's a 24.
24 hits. Would you like to roll me some damage? And I will make a strength save to escape the Ensnaring Strike. Does a 15 pass?
Well, when my spell save is 13, I'm going to go with yes.
It does. Sorry. So 7 piercing damage. Does it still deal the piercing damage from the Ensnaring Strike, even if it passes the save? I think it does from memory.
Ooh, I wouldn't think so. You know what? Let me have my other attack, and then I will read. That's a 14 to hit.
14. That does not hit the Glad Rizu. As the arrow flies over, you watch as the goat head turns towards you, and then this big smile opens up on its face. I want to be your friend. As it looks at you, Tithla.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, come over. I can fix that up right quick.
Kill, friend.
I'm sorry, what?
Kill, friend.
No. Cuddle, friend.
Cuddle, friend. And you watch as it crushes Grinner a little bit more in its pieces.
Maybe not cuddle.
Anything else on your turn, Tithla?
No,
bonus action,
she's probably
Drake
just
of
going to take a
Command.
step back. She used her bonus action, so
You did, Ensnaring Strike.
Yep. I should take a step backwards, and that's it.
Grinner. Unfortunately, the Glad Rizu is going to continue walking with you in the pincers. It has a strength, quite a high strength to pick you up, and you are grappled as a result of the pincer attacks. It picks you up and begins walking towards the rest of your companions. It moves at half its movement speed, 5, 10, 15. I believe it can go the full 20. Yes, it can. 20. It's going to move all the way up to Jonor. Grinner, it holds you out over the edge of the shelving as it moves towards Jonor. As it looks at you, Jonor, it goes, cuddle, friend. And then it is going to cast... no, it won't cast. It's going to go for the pincers again. It likes the pincers. Jonor does a... Oh, wow. Don't worry. I rolled really poorly. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Oh, cool.
Just a meek little wizard.
11?
Does not.
27 and 21 will both hit then, I imagine.
Yeah. I'm going to cast a shield.
That's probably a good call. What does that take your AC to?
It takes it to a +5, 17. So as this pincer flies towards me, his arms start like shuffling and moving around. And as the pincer moves, everything slows down just for a moment, and he sort of leans backwards, not in like a Neo way, but just tries to sort of spins 90 degrees to get out of the way as this thing flies over.
Brilliant.
Well,
Alrighty.
One of the hits don't hit.
Perfect. The 14 doesn't hit, which is good because that was the worst one. That was 10 damage. I rolled really, really badly on the damage. That's only going to be 5 damage and 6 damage bludgeoning. So 11 bludgeoning damage total as it just punches you in the face. Alrighty, that's the Glad Rizu's go. It then looks towards you, Jonor, smiles back at Grinner and goes, cuddle, friends. Jonor, it is your go.
Oh, my nose. What? I was going to offer you this potentially, and I reach into my pocket for my soul coin that is in there, and I see if it gets his attention, if it's either a devil or a demon.
Yeah,
I sort of wave it in front of its eyes.
This definitely gives you the sense, even though it's a toy, you get the sense this is a demonic creature. It looks monstrous. Okay. It's lacking the subtlety and guile of devils. This one looks monstrous.
Okay, the little wave in front just clearly does nothing. Okay, Aren't you glad that you put this all to rest as I cast Tash's Hideous Laughter?
Ooh, I believe I make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Natural
15.
1. Total of 4.
Oh, he's gonna drop me.
He falls prone, does he not?
He falls prone.
Does it say anything about like if anything's grappled if you fall prone? Let's have a quick look. Quick rules check.
I'm gonna be a bit of a juicy dangler off the edge, I think.
I reckon he's down.
Can we say Juicy Dangler on stream?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
There's nothing saying you can't grapple a prone creature or grapple a creature while... Doesn't say anything about losing a grappled creature if you're prone. I'm going to say that Grinner is not thrown off the edge of the shelves as the Gladrizu drops to the ground. Is it everything in that range journal, or do you get to pick creatures that aren't affected?
I think it's just him.
Just
that,
one
that
creature.
that finds it funny. Yeah.
Brilliant. Jono, you watch as the Gladrizu goes... and then falls over and begins laughing wildly. That was a fun
I
noise.
then like carefully just raise my legs over either side and Grinner, grab my hand, I'll go pull you back up, and I bonus action try and yank him up or assist.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I'd say, do you want to make an acrobatics or athletics check, Joan? Or Grinner, you may make a quick athletics check if you would like.
I would like that.
You would like that? I thought you might. Alrighty. Looks like we have got a 17 acrobatics from Jono and a 20 from Grinner. Jono, you just slowly begin to pivot and rotate the pincer with Grinner in it until Grinner is positioned over the top of the shelves once again.
That's it for me.
Nod to Jonor. Also, point of order, for some reason I'm not on the list, the turn order list.
Did you get disappeared, did you?
I got a 6.
Did you click on yourself?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, then you didn't get disappeared. You didn't do the right thing. Alrighty. Theodore, it may seem like you are next, but in actual fact, before you can act, before you can move, you hear a voice cry out from another shelf nearby, just behind you. And as that voice cries out, you hear, "My friends, you have returned to save me.
Hey,
it is so good to
Steve.
see you." As Steve TM rushes over from the far side of the shelf, pulls out his crossbow, lowers it at the Gladrizu and goes, "Stand back. This creature is very dangerous if you don't know how to handle it." Loads in a very funny shaped arrow and then shoots it towards the Gladrizu. As it strikes the ground, you watch as this arrow sprays glue over its feet and back, sticking it to the shelf. "Quick, my friends, we must run. You are no match for the Gladrizu. Its smile can kill." As he gives you a big thumbs up and then rushes over next to Jonor.
No, that's a pincer. It's not a smile. The pincer will kill from the crush, not a smile. It's very different. It's okay. We'll teach you, Steve.
"Thank you for coming back to save me. I thought you had abandoned me forever."
Hey, where's that other guy, Hemanus?
Hemanus?
Hemanus!
Ah, Hemanus. I am not sure. I have not seen him since the disaster at the staircase.
That is a relief.
I have heard his cry throughout the workshop, though. He could be
crying?
anywhere, at any time. Anywhere.
Oh, I don't feel good if he's crying.
Steve then gives you a thumbs up. Theo, it is your turn.
Not Killian?
Theo, you've got a 14, don't you?
It says 11 on the list.
Ah, I've got you twice. That's hilarious. I've got an invisible one.
Oh yeah,
Killian,
and
it's
he
your
rolled
turn.
he rolled 11.
Yeah, Killian, it is your turn.
Invisible Theodore.
Invisible Theodore.
I will. Oh, I can't. No, that's why I can't grab me, because I'm on the ruler.
That'll do it. Make sure you've selected the right layer in Roll20.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you need a tutorial? I can help with that.
I've actually come so far around on Steve. I absolutely love this bloke now.
True hero of this session.
Do you have any more of those delicious eggs? It looks like everyone who tasted one really enjoyed it. The flavor must be explosive.
We've got some beans if you want to help us plant.
I'd love to.
Oh, no.
Perhaps you should do is the Gladrizu first. Now that you are here, spraying your sticky back shots all over him, I assume we can take care of him quite quickly.
Yes, once I have emptied my load onto this creature, it should be easy to deal with.
That's how I understand.
Isn't that something the Grinner wanted to do a moment ago?
It may look terrifying, but it has no stamina to deal with this level of
High
shot.
protein, though. A lot of protein.
I'm just gonna move in between Luther and Theodore. Say, have we got any beans to get out of here? And then I'm gonna prepare a action and hold Eldritch Blast in case this thing gets up and attacks one of us.
Brilliant. Alrighty. Theo, it is your turn.
Well, there was a request for beans, so
Woohoo! Ah, the bag of beans. Let me get open my bag of beans. Could I please get a D100 roll as you rush on up? Now, normally for a bag of beans, you need to plant them in soil, but as these beans are toy beans and made of wood, you only need to plant them in wood as you rush up and just push them through a crack in the shelf. Yeah. Could you please roll me a D100?
Oh, 15. That's not too bad.
Okay, could you now roll me another D100, please?
Yep.
Dual 100.
I need a dual 100.
My one! I hope this will get us out of here. These beans have always been very positive in the past.
You
Never
watch,
let us down.
You watch as the splinter that you planted the bean under suddenly begins to crack and shift, the wood around it being pulled up and forming a shape of what almost looks like a humanoid tree as a I'm going to call this a splinter ent is pulled out of the shelf.
It's a splint.
It's a splint. There was a 50% chance that the tree ent is chaotic evil and attacks. 51 is the DC to get into the good tree ent. As the splint emerges from the shelf,
thank God.
Turns towards you, it goes, Master, who shall I attack for you? Do you need help with this creature? As he points down at the Gladrizu.
Yes, the Gladrizu, not the Steve TM. He is our best good friend, and we have come back specifically to save him. So kill the Gladrizu.
With pleasure, my summoner. And the treant wanders on over and slams down twice to the Gladrizu, which is prone, which means he has advantage. I do think that does end the Tasha's hideous laughter, though, doesn't it, Jonal?
Yep,
He still stays prone, though, I think, which is cool.
Yep. He's glued down.
24 hits and a natural 20 hits. That's to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Daryl the tree.
By... Oh boy, hang on. Let me just quickly calculate that. Is that right?
What the fuck is that thing?
Plus 36 bludgeoning damage as the splint pushes past Grinner, knocking you aside, Grinner, and goes, oh, boom, and slams down. You watch as the Gladrizu takes some horrific damage.
Fuck yes, Daryl.
That's
Are you calling him Daryl?
Yeah, Daryl the splint.
Yeah, the splint. As the splint turns back around towards you and gives you a thumbs up, you watch as a few splinters fall off it and embed themselves into the Gladrizu underneath, which seems to sort of like twist and turn in a great deal of pain as a result of this attack. Theodore, anything else on your turn? I'd say it's an action to plant a bean. Pretty sure it is an action according to the bag of beans. Let me double check. Doesn't say. Just says if you remove a bean and plant it. I'd say it's an action to plant a bean.
I mean, either way is fine. How damaged does the Gladrizu look as a quick visual inspection?
It's got some bruises, some contusions, some large cuts across its body, but overall, it's looking like it's still ready and raring to go.
Alright, then I will Mighty Morphin Power Ranger my way into toy Bjornling form.
Okay, fantastic. As you transform into the Bjornling form.
Yorling! Literally, it's just Beast Wars.
Yeah, it's just Beast Wars. I do actually have a Splinter Ent token. Holy shit.
Splint.
Hey,
Splint.
Look at it.
Daryl!
Where's Dave? That was Daryl.
How large
Alrighty.
is the treant, Owen?
It is treants are a huge plant. Sorry, let me
Oh,
refrain.
wow.
Scale him up.
Yes. Oh, my God. Look at him.
He just leans over Steve. Steve looks up and goes, "Oh my goodness! Thank the stars, thank the creator and the maker of us that thing is friendly. I have seen one of these before. It tore me limb from limb. It took many days for the creator to repair me."
That does sound very friendly.
Theodore, I think that's the end of your turn.
That is
Grinner!
indeed dinner then.
Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just eating dinner at the same time.
Rude.
I know. I'm such a rude.
We are a
person.
professional stream. Like and subscribe if you want Raph to stop eating food during streams.
And you
Or
can call him a
comment if
bad,
you want me
bad boy.
to continue eating food.
Comment if you want him to continue.
ASMR.
I am uncertain. Am I still being grappled?
You are still grappled in the claw. Would you like to make a strength check to try and escape?
Or is there any? What happens if I'm grappled? I just can't move. Is that
You
right?
just can't
Sort of
move.
Your
attack?
movement speed
But
is
because
0.
you're right there,
Yeah.
this is where you want to be.
It is. I think Grinner's probably. Yeah, I think Grinner's a bit angry about this whole situation. He might. I think he's going to get a rage on at the moment.
Nope.
This is upsetting. So he's gonna rage.
Brilliant. As you rage, Grinner, a little helmet inside of you pops out and goes over your head, changing your face color to red. As your head like rotates to reveal the angry face, your face, which is smiling, goes to like a frowning, angry face, and it's been painted red. As your head does a
love
full
that.
rotation.
After a moment's disorientation, looking through different eyes, Grinner's just going to start kicking this thing in the head.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely. It is prone, so you do technically have advantage on these.
Nice. Oh, hang on! I've got a bag filled with miscellaneous weapons. You
Weapons.
said, "Hey,
Yeah.
can I have a sticky beak? What have I got in there?"
As you look inside the bag, which is currently on the floor next to Luther, just out of reach because you wandered off by yourself. It's a bit too far away to go and access from where you are.
Sick.
I'd
then-
say though that like your action pose wouldn't just be you with none of your accessories. I would say that your action pose is you holding what looks like some sort of lantern.
Good. I'm going to. Ooh, is it a genuinely
It's not lit.
flat?
No, it's not. It's just a block of wood painted to look like a lantern.
Nice. Well, this block of wood's going in that thing's face.
Brilliant. Roll me some attacks. You have advantage on all of your attacks.
Is that improvised martial weapon? What
Improvised
are we counting on?
martial weapon.
All right. Sick.
It's a heavy block of wood. Oh, I love the toy episodes. I hope you guys do too. 18 is good.
Good, and then
See if you can do better than.
We have
18.
advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh, way better.
23 is better, so 23 hits will take the 6 bludgeoning damage because it is a lantern that does that. 6 bludgeoning damage as you smash into its face, crushing part of the jaw and unhinging it, the metal pin holding it in place, coming loose and dropping onto the ground. As the creature turns towards you, still sort of like a little bit laughing, but the Tasha's hideous laughter wearing off. I want to go with the jaw on a bit of an angle, no longer working.
Good. Well, I'm going to use my second attack then.
I suspected you might just.
Oh, hang on. Can I do that? I can do that. Good. Hold on. 20. Or, yeah, I'll take 20, I think.
Brilliant. 12 bludgeoning damage. Very nicely done. As you smash into this thing again, the lantern cracking down onto one of the smaller hands, you watch as the fist breaks sideways.
Well, help! I don't like this.
Okay.
That's me.
Letha, your turn at the end.
As he's like screaming, "I don't like this," I'll say, "Well, I told you not to touch it, but well, here we are." And I run forward real quick. I brandish my gun. However that looks, probably like a wood carved pistol, I imagine.
It does. Somehow, you know, last time it did seem to fire. Last time, as you look inside the barrel, you see a tiny spring down the end.
Perfect. I go up close. I'll use my spider climb to walk along the other side of this like bookshelf.
As you look
and
under
then
your
pop
feet,
up within
Luther,
5
you can
feet.
see suction cups have been positioned on
yeah.
the soles of your feet to allow you to spider climb.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. I'll get within 5 feet, and then I'm gonna light this dude up.
Brilliant.
So with advantage because I'm within 5 feet because I'm
Yep.
not shooting at range. Yep, cool. Let's go. So 18 to hit.
10 bludgeoning. Oh no, 10 piercing damage. Yep, brilliant.
Yep.
I'll mark that off. 18 definitely hits, obviously.
Cool. Let's do another one. That's a 25 to hit and
25
thank
and a
God.
natural 1, but we'll take the 25.
Yes. 14 piercing.
14 piercing damage. As you shoot, you watch as one of the pincers takes a heavy blow, the hinge no longer functioning, as Grinner is released from this pincer.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm not going to do action surge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here. Just trying to think. No, I'll call it there. I'll end my turn. I'll just do quick. The tree end did some work, so and he's still around.
Alrighty, perfect. At the top of the round, Tithla, it is your go.
Yes. So the thing looks super messed up now, right?
It looks like it's taken a bit of damage, yeah.
Okay.
Tithla is just going to take a couple of steps forward. Tithla's going to assess the situation that she can't get a clear shot on this, even though by the rules she probably could. But
Yeah, if you were to move a little bit and like cling onto
I
the
think
edge of the
Tithla's
shelf.
Tithla's just going to go ahead and say she can't get a clear shot on this.
Okay.
And go, you know what? They probably got this.
Yeah.
Did you feel like chipping in?
She tried before. It didn't work too
You
good.
got one hit, one miss, 50%. That's a pass.
Barely. Perfect amount of effort. So she's going to begin climbing down the shelves.
Alrighty.
To go down onto the floor.
Could you please make me an acrobatics or athletics check?
I would love to do that for you, DM Owen.
Thank you. That's it's so great to hear, you little piece of shit brown-nosing me.
That's a 17, bitch.
17. You just nimbly climb down the edge of the toy shelf. As you get down towards the bottom, Tithla, you can see two halves of what looks like a toy holder just abandoned on the lower shelf. Definitely not functional.
When you say toy holder,
yeah, the
do
beholder
you mean
toy.
One of those ones that have lots of eyes?
No,
or
yeah, the beholder toy.
Container?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
okay,
beholder
cool.
toy.
Yep. Okay, that's unfortunate. Tithla's going to instinctively shoot an arrow at the toy holder.
As you do, it just strikes onto the toy holder. The half spins slowly and then falls off the shelf and bounces off the floor.
It's okay, guys. I got it. There was another one of those eye things here, but I got it.
Brilliant.
Guys, hello, friends. Hello.
I'm going to assume Dracob comes.
We
with
can
you.
hear you.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't tell because nobody acknowledged when I said something and addressed the group as a whole. Sorry, my bad. That's on me.
You'd be used to that, wouldn't you?
Huh?
And then Tithla is going to say,
Jacob, keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't need help. But really be ready to help climb me up if I need it.
Alrighty. The Glad Rizu, currently glued to the top of the shelving, tries to tear itself free before realizing it can't as it looks over towards Steve, murderous hate in its painted eyes. Steve goes, "Fantastic. This quick dry glue that I found on the body of Grinner works really well. It's a shame that's the last of it. I used it all, every last drop." As he looks towards you, Grinner. As he says that, the Glad Rizu turns and you watch as it begins whispering something. I need everyone within 10 feet of it, which is Steve, Jonor, Luther, Grinner, and Killian. Actually, Killian, you just out of range? Yeah, Killian, you're just out of range. Steve, Jonor, Luther, and Grinner, I need you all to make me wisdom saving throws, please. As the Glad Rizu...
Is it casting a spell?
It's casting a spell.
Ooh, would I identify it being a spell?
It's definitely a spell.
Pick
You
it,
watch
right?
as magic sigils begin to glow across its arms. You can see
What's
its mouth.
Jonor up to?
Seeing that spell be formed, I'd stick out one of my arms and some of the wood flakes would splinter off. And as the symbol is being drawn in the air, I'd launch some of the flakes through those sigils and destroy the spell being cast, or try to, as I use Counterspell.
Brilliant. What level do you cast Counterspell at?
Level 3.
I will need you to roll me a dice then, please, Jonor. This is a level 4
absolutely.
spell.
Absolutely. Here's a D20. 14.
That is DC 10 plus the spell's level. 14. It's a 4th level spell.
Wow.
That's the spell DC. That is it.
Wow.
As the Gladrizu goes to cast Confusion, it fails. Just so you know, Confusion would have meant that you have to roll a D10 at the end of each turn to determine what you do every round until the spell effect ends. One of them is move in a random direction. One of them is do nothing. One is make an attack against anything within reach. And then only on a 9 or 10 could you actually take your turn. That was very nicely done, Jonal. As the Gladrizu goes to cast the spell and you just... I mean, you've seen this. There's a sudden flash. You remember one of the cards you'd pulled before showed the Conjurer. You know... Or actually, I'd say maybe the Enchanter, as it is an enchantment spell. You'd pulled the Enchanter card before. You knew this was coming. You quickly interrupt the magic, the flow, the weave's broken before they can even be brought together into a usable spell. That is the Gladrizu's turn. It wastes its entire turn doing nothing.
Well
Jonal,
done, well done.
It is your turn next, rather appropriately.
Take that, you drungo. I'm going to take you to the edge. And I step down out of the way, up against the wall, and sort of line up the angle to try and get an angle for him to go off the edge of the table and give him a little bit of a force push with my telekinetic.
Alrighty. I believe he needs to make a... is it a strength save? Or does he just get pushed? He is a...
I think it's
large,
strength throw.
He's a large creature. I think it is a strength saving throw from memory.
So cool,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, he's glued. Yeah.
As you go to telekinetically shove, he failed his strength save, but he seems glued to the top. Steve turns towards you. I am so sorry, my friend. I had glued him to the surface. You will not be able to shift him.
Well, this is not panned out very well for me. I take a step away from him. Is he going to get a swipe on me?
He does get an attack of opportunity, which he definitely does take. Does a 15 hit you, Jonal?
It does, yeah.
Jonal, that's going to be 19 points of,
19.
of slashing damage.
Oh, that does not feel good. That does not feel good. I then spin my hand in a circle, sort of suck some of the flame, the heat from the neighboring people, and then launch a little firebolt at it.
Brilliant.
As well. So that's my bonus action and action.
Fantastic. Do you want to roll me that attack? Is Firebolt a bonus action? I thought it was an action.
That is an action.
Oh, it's your telekinetic
push.
shove that's the bonus action. Apologies.
Yeah.
21 hits,
That's
18
it.
fire damage. This creature is made of wood. Could you please roll me a D100, Jonal?
Oh, okay. $59.
The fire does not shoot across the body, incinerating it, but it does still take the 18 fire damage. Very, very nice, Jonal.
And hide behind Steve.
Yeah, just get behind Steve. My friend,
Because
I will
it's attacked
protect
one
you
of my-
with my body. Sorry, Killian, you go.
That's right. So say because it's attacked one of my friends, does my reaction go off?
100%.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. Like,
Eldritch Blast.
I pull. I've got a little bit because I've got a stump for my left hand. There's a bit of string hanging out of it that seems to attach to my back. So I put my hand back, and I pull out this long red bit of wood that I then slot into the arm, point it towards the creature, and then push a button like Buzz Lightyear, and it fires an Eldritch Blast at it.
Brilliant. Make me an attack. You don't get advantage because it is prone.
That'd be disadvantage then. 'Cause it's ranged.
And just like Buzz Lightyear, it just bounces off and doesn't do anything.
It's just light.
There's some cool sound effects you hear. Pew, pew.
That's a 17 to hit on the first one.
That does still hit. Even with disadvantage,
then-
17.
I rolled a 10 and a 15. And the
Wow.
second one's going to be a 12.
That one does miss, but the first attack does hit.
Okay, that's going to be 11 points of force damage.
11 points of force damage.
And then I just sort of start pushing another button that's near the other button that starts winding the rope back up to bring the thing back into my arm.
Amazing. Anything? No, that's your reaction gone off. Jonal,
Yeah.
anything else on your turn? I think you were done, weren't you?
That's it for me.
Steve TM. pulls out his crossbow. No, sorry, he would put away his crossbow and then uses his bonus action to pull out what looks like a large wooden mace, and he steps up and goes, "Take this, foul creature. You threaten my friends. I will have no such thing occur." And he makes a melee attack against the Glad Rizu.
Oh no, Steve, get out of melee range.
No.
Oh no, I am vulnerable now. Help!
My
help,
precious Steve.
help. As he makes that, he's going to hit. That's an 18.
My boy Steve.
Steve deals 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, Steve then looks at this thing as he smashes through the head, crushing in the chest. This thing is barely holding on to life. And Steve looks and goes, "I am unable to defeat this creature. I am not strong enough. I have failed."
Sure.
Killian,
No, you've
it's your
not.
turn.
Steve, you've not failed.
You have advantage, Steve. Do
You've
this.
won.
That was with advantage.
Oh no, Steve.
You have failed.
You failed.
Killian, it is your go.
Oh, yeah. I would very much like to stay where I am, and I'm pretty much gonna. I don't think I can get to it in combat with it, so I'm gonna do the same thing again. Just gonna push the button, and I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at it again. It's still prone, so it's gonna be with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. But you can
That
now
is
fire
a-
both barrels.
16 to hit.
Oh, it's just not enough. Sorry.
That's all right. And a 19 to
does hit. 19 hits.
Ooh,
Killian.
that spun around. That
Oh, well,
is
buddy.
14 points of damage.
Killian, how do you want to do this?
Nice work.
I shoot it
Well done,
and
well done.
I hit it straight in the head, and the head just sort of pops off,
Yeah, boy.
flies into the window.
As the head pops off, bounces off the window, falls down the shelves, and lands next to you, Tithla. We are out of initiative. As the head rolls to a stop near your feet, there's a sudden, almost like a strange susurrus of activity behind you, Tithla. And as you spin around, a figure suddenly shoots past you, moving quicker than the eye can see. And as you turn back around where the head was, it's no longer there. Instead, standing in front of you, holding aloft the severed head of the Glad Rizu, holding it high, is a familiar figure. A man with very muscular arms dressed in a loincloth.
No.
Holding it aloft as he goes,
No.
"Another creature defeated by He-Manus. Lucky I was here, tiny green child, or you would have faced your doom.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
He-Manus."
Okay, I'm gonna just call you him. Because it didn't really work for me. I'm gonna let you in on a
Quiet!
secret.
As he puts a finger
No,
over
is
your
that
mouth.
okay?
I
I'm gonna
hear
let you in on a
monsters
secret.
nearby. I will protect you. And he goes
Please
to pick you
do.
Sorry, what?
up. He goes to pick you up and tuck you under one arm.
That is only for my friends, and I don't like you, and I like everyone.
Tithla is going to cast Sacred Flame.
I believe that is a dex save for him, or is it? No, it's a spell
Correct.
save. No, it is a dex save.
That's next, yeah.
Now,
Can't be that dexterous. He's big and chunky.
you would think that, and you would be correct. He does have a -1 to dex. Not that it matters when I roll a natural 20 for He-Manus. My muscles are too dexterous and beautiful for your feeble magics to do anything but tickle my nipple as he
Tithla
dodges
reaches up.
past.
Jacob, save me! Save me!
He-Manus does drop you as the spell goes off. I think you do still deal half damage, don't you?
I don't think so. On these low-level things, I think it's then higher-level things, because that's only a cantrip.
But when you level up, I think it doesn't improve slightly. I know some of them improve
Level
slightly.
5, it goes to 2d8.
It gets.
It's just
it
the
does more
fucking
damage.
DG3.
No, fair enough. As He-Manus dodges away and drops you, he goes, where are the rest of my serfs to carry my wonderful items that I pick up along the way?
Did you just call me an item or a serf?
Serf?
Oh. Well, thank you. I have been going to the beach lately.
Our mission to the stairs was a resounding success, apart from my imminent demise. That was a problem, but nothing can
Yeah,
stop He-Manus.
I'm gonna walk down the bookshelf and go.
Yeah, up on top of the shelves we should deal with. But yeah, let's do you first.
I'm just gonna quickly say, they repaired your face.
Yes, they did repair my face. No thanks to you. One who I'm sure I would remember. Ah, well, never mind. Are you here to carry my things as well? And a brave, brave adventurer like me often needs people to carry
Gonna
items.
walk back up the bookshelf.
Another time, then. As he watches
Hey,
you,
which things do you need carried?
This head, for example. And he passes
This head,
it down
I'll
to
take
you.
that. What else do you need?
These blocks, maybe they will come in handy for He-Manus.
No, those
Starts
are
taking
the
blocks off
old
and
blocks.
handing them to you.
Okay, I'll take them. Great. Anything else?
Yes. My enormous ego requires 2 arms to carry.
Okay, well, I've got 2 arms.
He pulls out a large long sword which he places in your hands.
Wonderful, thank you. Anything else?
Yes. He reaches down and pulls out a sack which he begins to empty into your arms.
Was he wearing a loincloth? Where did he pull the sack?
That is a very good question. Yeah, that's a really good question.
Anything else? I think I've probably got room for one more thing.
Back up on top of the bookshelves, with the Gladrizu dead, the treant, the splint, begins moving towards Theodore. As it gets up towards you, Theodore. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Don't sneeze. No, I hate it when that happens. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, but it's gonna come later. As the splint, thank you. As the splint walks towards you, Theodore, and kneels down. My master, I have completed my purpose.
Yep, but this is not Lord of the Rings, and I'm not going to dismiss you right before you'd be very useful. Well, Darul, the He-Manus down there is actually the boss of this Gladrizu, and
oh my god,
thus it's a continuation. So could you please climb down there and clobber the He-Manus?
At once, my master.
Holy shit. On that, what are the odds that the what's it called? The splinter ant?
Splint.
Splint. Thank you. What are the odds the splint sees him Manus as shit that is covering Tithla and attacks them both?
I think that's something that Theo should roll for. D100, please.
I'm just wondering.
He-Manus.
D100. Roll 100. I'm looking for less than 30 for Tithla to be drawn into this. Oh, 37, really toeing the line as the splint throws itself off the edge of the platform and lands right on top of He-Manus. I mean, I'm pretty sure one attack is going to kill him. Let me just roll and see. He-Manus is not that good.
But it's He-Manus.
Yeah, he has to be very good.
Not when it's a natural 20, which is 30 to
Hey,
hit.
Daryl.
28. Holy shit.
That's 2 crits for Daryl.
2 crits for Daryl. That is going to be... that's going to be 47 points of damage. The treant lands on He-Manus, smashing itself to splinters, but destroying He-Manus in the process. Just that you are just showered in these twigs. He-Manus's lower jaw drops onto the pile of shit that you're holding as both the treant and He-Manus are instantly destroyed by this attack from above.
As the shower of splinters waves over Tithla, she drops all of He-Manus's stuff and He-Manus and just tries to push it under the shelves and go,
Oh no, it fell away.
Steve looks down and goes, My, that man had impressive muscles. Maybe if I had muscles like that, someone would buy me.
No, it's okay, Steve. You do not need this. You are pretty much perfect as you are.
Thank you. I have recently been upgraded from the worst shelf. I now sit on shelf F.
There was a shelf F?
Remember, there are many shelves. Zones, we call them. Shelf A, Shelf B, Shelf C, Shelf D, Shelf E, Shelf F, and the worst shelf. You referred to it as the trash bin in our last interaction.
Oh yes, this was not a shelf. It was a literal bin.
I'd rather not comment. It makes me feel sad.
There was a banana peel on you? It is not a shelf?
Now, I get to stay on shelf F.
Yes, this is very good for you. But we're here to save you. As we said, we came back specifically to save you.
Thank you so much. You also mentioned about making me better in the workshop. I almost didn't do it.
Well, yes, then let us go to the workshop to improve. Sorry, to the workshop to improve the Steve.
It is sacrilege to speak of entering the workshop. but I would like to enter.
Steve, how the fuck did you get onto a better shelf, mate? What did you do?
Well, you may recall, last time you were here, you broke a number of toys, including wiping out most of the biters. There was lots of space that had to be filled. Blinsky decided that I could fill that space. He called me a literal space filler.
Is it still just you, mate, or have they made any backup versions of you?
There is still only the one Steve TM.
Well, shit.
A child did pick me up, but that's because they mistook me for another better toy, so they put me back straight away. That is the last interaction I have had.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, are we going to take? We're taking him to the workshop.
I'd really like to see the workshop.
Well, is the door beside the shelf here? Does that look closed or open?
The front door looks definitely closed, but you can see over near the back of the toy shop where the D&D session had been run in the previous session. You can see the workshop door does appear to be open.
Oh, the workshop.
And are we going to scurry around on the shelves or run along on the ground? I think an advantage from above is better on the shelf.
You would think that, but the shelves are full of hazardous creatures. I know that Blinsky has been making a number of new creatures, a number of new toys for the holiday season. It is almost Yuletide. There are many dangerous creatures that have entered the toy shop, all vying for space, all competing for a special place on the shelf. It is far too dangerous to remain on the shelf, and as you have been positioned front and center near the window, you will be the target of much jealousy, which fuels murderous rage, as you know in toys.
Did you not come via the shop?
No, I was lucky enough to be nearby.
I thought you were on shelf F.
I was on shelf F, but I decided to take a walk. I definitely was not pushed off shelf F by better toys.
Oh, poor Steve.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about Steve makes me want to just do the saddest humor possible.
All right, well, Steve, let's go make you a bit better, mate. Maybe we can find the...
Will I get my Yuletide wish?
What do you want, mate?
To be better.
Look, let's cross that bridge once we get to it, eh?
It is hard to be worse than I am now.
Yeah,
I have been told that by my sales stats every day.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I agree with it.
Oh.
All right, let's go. Gritter's gonna try and make his way down the bookshelves.
Oh, as we head past the lovely new toy shop, the lovely new toy house, we should stop in and see if we can recruit a new companion. As I said, this place is dangerous, but you can find friendly toys if you know where to look.
Do you mean that place made of gingerbread over there?
It does look like it is made of delicious substance, but it is not. It is simply painted wood. 3 children have broken teeth on the fake gumdrops. Another 4 have eaten splinters and had to be rushed to the doctor. It is very dangerous. I am sure a lawsuit will come for the creator.
Well, Steve, the last time there was a slime creature in there that tried to eat us, so...
Slimetastic TM. I believe that has been defeated. You did explode it last time we were here.
I assume the Blinsky would replace?
Blinsky has not been able to replicate Slimetastic TM. He lacks the required ingredients.
Are there any, lights in here? Is it daytime or nighttime outside?
It's daytime outside.
Okay.
Bizarrely.
Alright, so there's
some candles up on the D&D table, the RPG table, which you can see towards the north. Dangerous dungeon crawl.
Are there any presents nearby that we can unwrap?
100%. There's one right out the front of the gingerbread dollhouse.
Hey guys, I think it's present time. And do you know why it's present time? Because it's the present.
Oh.
Does anybody hear that? I didn't hear anything. It was like a terrible joke. I don't know what it was.
I think Tithler will soon be joining me on Shelf F.
Oh,
fantastic! I think he will be in the worst shelf with you.
All right. Okay, well, if you don't want presents, I'll go open it myself.
And Tithler grabs Jacob and runs over to go and open the present.
I was hoping you'd head off on your own. Perfect. Tithla and Dracob, as you rush over past the stairs and begin making your way over towards the gingerbread house, are the rest of you following behind? And if so, how closely?
Yeah,
behind, writing down his awful joke in my book of jokes.
Why do you have a book of jokes? No, questions for later. As the rest of you begin following slightly slower, you get to the stairs towards the front door as Tithla rushes up to the present. Tithla, you know of Yuletide presents. Often on winter solstice, presents are given as a sign of the end of the long dark time. It's a sign of hope for the coming
Tithla
night.
turns to Dracob and says, "Oh boy, how many bits of coal do you think are going to be in there? 4, 5, maybe more?"
Dracob looks up at you and goes,
You see
What do we do now?
That's for me.
Ruby, Ruby, Roo! Racob, Racob, Racob! As he looks at you.
Okay, you get that end, I'll get this end. And what's your trigger?
Brilliant. Could you please roll me a D100 to see what pops out of your present?
I can do that right now. 2.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Okay. Tithla, here's what happens. As you pull on either end of the wrapping paper, eager, anticipating a lovely present, as you peer inside with the wrapping paper removed, you see what looks like a small wooden coffin.
How?
And as you look down at it, you watch as bony fingers painted pale white push out from the other side and begin lifting the lid, revealing a figure inside. Pale skin, black hair pulled back over quite a handsome looking face. You watch, dressed in fine red and magenta clothes with black accents, a toy of Count Strahd von Zarovich slowly sits up, stretches, cracks the neck, and then looks towards you.
This seems to be...
Good morning, my young friend.
Damo, what are you doing here?
Who is this Damo? I am the Count.
1, 2,
I see I have 2 new friends. One tiny green goblin. One strange dog drake.
Okay. Well, it's been nice meeting you.
Oh no, you cannot rush off so quickly. I
Okay.
must thank you for freeing me from this infernal wrapping paper.
I'm sorry, did you say take or thank?
Thank.
I think you said take, and I'm just not sure
As he
that I'm
smiles.
okay with it. And I'm gonna
You
step
have
away
some
now.
friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lovely friends. As the rest of you rush up.
Is there anything threatening about this right now?
Should have made me an insight check.
I certainly do.
Anyone wants to tank us?
19. Yeah, Grinner. As you look at this toy is very well made, even better than the rest of you. It's been very carefully crafted. Those teeth, as you have a bit of a closer look, you're pretty sure they've been carved from bone.
Fuck, Blinsky's weird.
Yeah. As the Count turns towards you and smiles, the large vampire teeth, absurdly, comically big vampire teeth, somehow not intercepting his speech in any way. This goes, hello, my friends. Welcome. Welcome.
So I definitely get the all bad, not good vibe.
You get the sense this guy is being lovely, charming, and friendly, and the second you turn your back, he is going to drink one of you.
Okay.
You don't have blood? Is it going to lick the varnish off?
You'll find out what that looks like.
Please don't lick my varnish. I'm gonna.
I will work the shaft.
You're gonna make the Count say you'll work the shaft.
Oh no, I have sharpened the stake. Oh no. Now I am the dead. Sorry, children.
I think I'm gonna nip this in the bud. I'm gonna Perceiving that, I'm going to sprint at him and try and pick him up by the legs.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
100%. As you rush forwards, I'm not going to roll initiative just yet because there is a chance this could go very, very funny. Could you make me an athletics check, please, Grinner?
I certainly can. Hang on.
Come on, Grinner. Big numbers.
Come
big
on,
numbers.
computer. Ooh, it's so good.
Ooh.
15. Let me quickly
Am I still
roll.
raging?
How long does your rage last for? If you don't take any damage for a minute,
Yeah, it's only 6 seconds.
no, it's a turn, 6 seconds. Yes, so no, you're definitely not raging. Let me make a save to see if he passes. 11. Grinner, you pick him up by the legs. What do you do with him?
I'm gonna swing him and smash his head into the side of the gingerbread house.
Could you also roll me a D100? I just want to see if something happens as you do that.
Yes.
As you pick him up and slam him into the house. 86. That is enough. I said it was a 15%. Could you also please roll me damage? And then can you also please roll me? No, don't even worry. Just roll me the damage. Could you please roll it as if it is a martial improvised weapon, please?
Improvised weapon, yeah, boy. Nat 20.
It's not.
It is.
Could you please roll me some damage? That actually works perfectly with the D100 that's about to happen. As you pick up the count and by the legs he goes, "What are you?" And then you literally slam him into the door. The door to the dollhouse opens and he falls across the threshold without having been invited. You watch as he stands up, head still partially askew, looks towards you, go, "I am going to drink you, young man, for that." And he looks down, sees things, goes, "No, I didn't mean to. It doesn't count. I didn't." And then you watch as he falls apart, just tumbles into pieces, coming apart at the seams. Well, there goes that encounter.
Well, now I know how to deal with him in real life.
Yeah, that'll work in real life. As the head sort of falls back out the door, it looks up and goes, "One bad decision.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that. I'm going to pick his head up.
Yeah, pick it up. Tuck it away into your bag. Steve looks over and goes, "Huh, thank goodness. I was terrified. I was about to be drinking."
Yeah, well, turns out that was really fucking easy to deal with. Who the fuck was that? He didn't seem very nice.
I have no idea.
He was mean.
Must be a new toy.
I tried to say hello to him, and then he said he was going to drink us, and then I asked if he could be friends, and then he said he was going to take me, and I just got flashbacks.
Take you
He's
where?
going to buy you?
Well, yeah, it sounded like he was trying to buy me as well, except he wasn't going to pay anyone.
It was to steal you.
Yeah, which I'm not sure if that's better or worse than buying someone. Maybe we should discuss it at length here now.
As you say that,
To Jonah at that point.
as you say that, you watch as across the floor, Tithla, you can see all these stains in the wood, the remains of Slimetastic TM. As you begin talking about buying people or being kidnapped, you watch as the remains of Slimetastic TM suddenly begin to draw together, pulling closer as the gelatinous cube reforms around you, pulling you into its mass and absorbing you instantly. No, none of that happens. I'm just
Not again.
just messing with you. As you just put the Slimetastic token away. I did have one ready.
Oh, you actually busted out the token for the
Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
My pleasure. As you've been looking at the house, Steve sort of looks over and goes, "Well, I was hoping we'd find an ally here. Perhaps there is someone inside? I guess that would count as knocking on the door, slamming another toy through."
Yeah, well, I'll look in. Is there anyone
Could you
visible?
please roll me a D10? Let's see who you get.
D10.
Mm-mm.
Please don't be he matters.
Oh my god,
It's
he
she.
Oh,
She
no.
matters. She woman us. No, as you look in through the door, Grinner, with a 3. I was really hoping it would be this one. Yes! As you look in through the door, Grinner, you see lying on the floor in the remains of the Count toy is a strange device. It's almost, I mean, to our eyes, it would look like a hairdryer with a handle coming off the side and some pulleys and levers as well. And as you look at it on the floor, this looks like some sort of plastic contraption, almost like a toy, but a very, very small toy. But you can see there's a large metal grate in the very center of it, to our eyes, which would look like a speaker, but to Grinner's eyes looks like strange sort of metal positioning. Do you know what it is?
Is it a loudspeaker?
I've pitched this as 90s kids' toys. So
one of those little microphone things that just kind of weirdly echo?
It's bizarre. I mean, it looks not too dissimilar from a microphone, but there's also like a curved handle. There's all these levers, there's buttons, there's like a spinny thing in the center. There's all these sort of like...
Bobbit!
It's a bobbit.
Is it a fucking bobbit?
It's a fucking bobbit. Grinner, as you reach in and sort of have a bit of a look at it, you hear, "Pick me up!"
Alright.
As you pick it up, it looks over and goes, "Take me to the way."
Twist it.
Yeah, push it.
Please tell me this is a cursed item.
Never put it down.
Twist it. Attach it. Make it. Scoop it. Shoot it. Run for it. End it. Yeah.
I start doing all of those things. Every time it says what to do, I'll start.
Yes, you spin it goes, twist it. Flick it. Yeah, that's the stuff.
I don't know how I feel about this. That was mildly sexual. Alright. Come out. How big is it? Like,
keep it. Handheld.
Okay. Keep it. Alright. Why the fuck not? Look what I found, you lot.
Bop it.
Alright.
You bop
Does
it,
anything happen when I...
Every time you bop it, you hear like a boop or a beep or a brrf or a brrr. You do it each time. It doesn't matter. It's random each time. And the thing is, Grinner, something about these noises does tickle the pleasure center of your brain. It feels very satisfying.
Like
not in that way. Not in that way. Why is everyone in the gutter tonight?
I want to fuck it.
Protect it.
Fuck it.
Sorry. Sorry, children.
Look, I don't know what it is, but it keeps telling me to do things.
Shut it! As it talks to you.
Alright.
What is your name, disembodied voice device?
Bop it.
That's more of a phrase?
I hit it again.
Bop it. Good. Yeah. High score.
Steve, what the hell is this thing?
I have heard of this thing. It is called the Bop It. It has driven many a toy to commit acts of great evil.
What do you mean?
Well, it starts off with simple enough tasks, but very soon it escalates.
Bob, it genocided.
Yeah, no, I was gonna. You ruined my joke. You ruined my joke. We once had a prosperous toy in here, a small petted dog. Unfortunately, they are no longer around. The last toy to pick up the Bop It was told to genocide it.
Good.
I don't know what that means, but this is so much fun. I'm keeping it forever.
Oh dear. Well, hopefully it does not encourage you to kill us.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? I can always throw it away. I'm sure it's no problem to just let go and put back on the ground.
Grenade, as you go to have a bit of a look, it does seem like your hand is rather attached to this thing.
Oh no, it's morphed into one.
Yeah. Is there actually is it actually attached to my hand? Or
it does seem to be attached to your hand. Whoever picks up the Bop It and follows 3 instructions is attuned to it automatically. It is a cursed item. You cannot remove it.
Makes me so happy.
On this revelation, Jonah would just look at Grinner, look at the thing and go, very interesting.
It is.
And he starts to cast Detect Thoughts because he believes it might be speaking to Grinner. He's just going to be casting that in the background.
Okay. The surface level thoughts you hear from this thing are kill, 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 kill.
God damn it.
Kill, 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 kill.
And what happens when I probe deeper? Is there an intent, a motivation, a desire? Yeah, I go as deep as I can.
Oh boy.
Nope. Can't say that either.
Time to inception.
This might drive you mad.
Could I get you
And at
to
this point-
please make a roll to probe deeper?
Yeah, for sure. That'll be
To
spell
fully
attack, I
penetrate the
presume.
boppet. I believe
Arcana?
I believe it is a. Let me have a quick look at detect thoughts. From memory, there is a specific. It's like a spell casting check. I'm pretty sure.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, perfect. Oh, the boppet.
It's gonna be the 15.
Oh, I was gonna say 13.
Nice.
It's not very wise.
Nice.
Jonor, as you probe deeper, your mind is assailed by images of violence, brutality. Could I get you to please roll me a sanity check?
Sanity check.
Oh my god. That's right.
17 is a pass.
Oh dear.
As you close your mind to the onslaught of violent images that you see, you see hobby horses with the stuffing pulled out of them. You see toys splintered and shattered on the ground. You see carvings, tiny wooden soldiers broken. Yeah, you see Steve melting into a puddle before the onslaught of this thing. As you pull back your mind, like pull out of the what. Chat, calm down. You very, very, very in the gutter tonight. As you cast your mind out again of the spell's effect. I shouldn't say pull out. As you cast your mind out of the spell's effect.
You're not helping the issue.
Apparently not. Oh man, as you pull your mind out once again, as you cast your mind away from this thing, Jonor, you feel dirty.
Jonor, he sort of shakes at the knees. He drops to his knees, looking at, oh no, what is this, Corinna? Don't do it. Just don't do what it wants you to do. Please, no.
Things.
Stop. Don't. No.
Wait.
Please,
Wait.
no.
Jonor, you okay?
That thing
seems...
Oh.
What the fuck are you talking about, Jonor?
It's got pain and you need to get rid of that thing. It's awful. Pain and suffering.
I can't drop it there.
Keep it.
Yeah, I think I might.
Treasure
it said keep
worship it.
Does anyone else hear this?
Everyone hears it. Everyone hears it.
Yeah, I might just do this.
And we all see you trying your damnedest to do whatever it says.
Yeah. It's pretty susceptible, let's be honest.
I'm gonna run up to Luther and grab him like by the shoulders and just like, whoa, Luther, we have to help get this killing creature off his hand. This is awful.
You hear, stop it.
Whoa. Jonor,
You know what I'll do?
I'm gonna grab Jonor by the front of the shirt and just push him back a step gently away. It's fine, mate. Let's just leave the boppet alone, all right?
I'm going to look at Jonor. I've known him for a long time now. I think I trust him, and I stand between them, and I look at Grin. I'm like, it's time to give it up. Give up the boppet.
You know, I
Don't do it.
I don't think that. I'm with
It's
Tiffany
not worth
on
it.
this one. It's just a lovely little friend. Okay.
Tiffany's like climbed onto your back and head on your shoulder.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you up, Tiffler. Don't worry, mate.
She jumps on the other side.
Give it back. For the greater good.
I think at this point, one of my important roles would just be used up seeing what awful things have been instructed by the boppet. The destruction of creatures, the like malevolent actions and unforgivable heinous war crimes this thing is instructed just cause Vietnam flashbacks through Jonor's eyes as he sees this future pathway for Grinner. And I just like step backwards and like collapse to the knees again. I'm just in shock.
As you try to look into the future of this thing, so yeah, you'll burn one of your portent rolls. I like this. This is a good like thematic use of a portent roll. Could I have you please roll me a spellcasting check, just a flat spellcasting check to see how much of the future you see. Depending on the results, you may need another sanity check. 24. Please have another sanity check, Jonor. You thought the past was bad. 20.
Ooh,
oh my god,
rolls.
Jonor. Nice.
Rolls.
Jonor. Again, what this thing has in mind, you see flashes of Grinner tearing through the party, dismembering Luther, beating Theodore to death with Luther's shins, moving on to Killian, drowning Killian in the paper mache, the red dyed paper mache in his little blood vial, punting Jonor, punting you off the edge of one of the shelves. Tithla is just dropped down the chimney of the gingerbread house into spinning blades. It's brutal.
I think another thing he would be able to do is to remember he's got a way to solve this problem with this particular item. He stands up, weak at the knees, taps Luther on the shoulder. Hey, just move past a little bit. And I stare at Grin. I walk meekly towards him. Okay, you can have your toy. Can I just have a look at it for 1 second, and I'll bop it for you? And I say that, and I'm reaching towards it, and a little bit of magic is starting to be cast in my fingers as it's reaching towards the bop it. My intent is to cast remove curse? That's what I'm going in for, and I would not be subtle because I'm freaking out.
I don't know if Grin is going to let this happen, let alone if Boppet's going to let it happen.
So the Boppet, I'll roll for the Boppet.
Sorry, I just need to interject real quick. He said he's going to reach out with the magic on his fingers and try and touch it. Is that okay?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Sounds okay to me.
Okay, cool, good.
Got the magic in me. Sounds fine. Alrighty.
I will do one thing
to
try and give some advantage to Jonor. I'll sort of slide up a little bit and go, oh. I sort of bring out hopefully I got an alcohol bottle actually in my bag. I think I do have one from way back. Oh, that's the thing with toys though, hey. I don't actually think I have it.
As you have a little model of a bottle of alcohol. From
Ooh, okay. Because I had it from the city.
Yeah.
Ooh, look what I just found here, Grinner. Actually, this looks quite nice.
Does Grinner
want
a Grinner snack?
And I'm showing him some alcohol right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that does look pretty good, but it
does. Hey, look, this.
Drink
come
it.
Here, I think this is see, drink it. And then, Jonor, this is the time to do your thing.
I'll waste it.
Yeah, more inferencing get wasted, but I guess you can interpret that how you want.
I mean, imagine all the things you could do with this.
As you take the bottle, your tongue ready to taste the amber liquid, probably brandy or whiskey, who cares at this point? And as you go, thunk,
that's the moment I tap. That's the moment I tap Jonor to do it now. Go.
Jonor,
he's distracted. Right. Do it.
Remove curse,
I'm
please.
going in for the remove curse, and it's probably quite unsubtle because of how spooked he is.
That's okay.
I got the alcohol over here. I'm holding it. I'm like, ooh, look at this. like a little dog with a treat.
As Jonor rushes over to cast remove curse, it removes a curse of up to level. Quick look.
Ooh.
Also, I would definitely like to contest this, even if it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, it will be with disadvantage.
Yep.
Just want to have a quick peekaroo.
Yep.
So. If
all
the object is a cursed magic item, its curse
object
remains. Oh, but it does break the attunement to it. Yes, it does, Jonor. Brilliant. As you rush forwards and try to cast this spell, could I get you to please roll me a spell attack? Grinner, you can contest this with either athletics or an acrobatics check. Oh, 25. 25.
That's... Dude, you've been rolling great.
Yeah. 24!
But it's disadvantage.
I'm removing it because it's too close. Let's just 15. Let's take it as a 24 because that's so close. As Grinner, as you see the bottle, your mind is distracted momentarily. Jonor rushes in, hand ready. You place your hand upon the boppet, Jonor, which does actually bop it, which does complete attunement requirement 1 for you. But as you then cast remove curse, Grinner, all of a sudden that compulsion to follow its instructions is broken as the magic washes through Jonor. No, bop it, twist it, pull it, twist it, bop it, flick it.
Drop it, Grinner. It's
keep it, hold it, treasure it, love it.
Drop it or bop it, I don't know.
Bop it, bop it, bop it.
I think I'm gonna
It's obviously cursed.
Yeah, it's a little bit cursed, but
trust it.
Who is it though? Right?
Bop it.
Who is it?
I might just pop it on the ground. I'll pop it down. I'll pop it down.
No, bop it, not pop it. Bop it.
Pop it? You want me to bop it?
Bop it?
Leave it.
Tithla climbs up back on
Grinner,
Grinner's
how long
back,
have we known
hand on the
Jonor
shoulder.
for? Let's trust him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's freaking out a little bit. It's just a toy, right?
One last bop isn't going to hurt anyone, is it?
Did you hear the things it was saying? I think at one point it did say something
Stab
about...
it. Murder it. Bop it.
Oh, have a look at that.
Oh, I didn't hear that. What are you talking about?
It's just a little pokey poke with the swordy
We're
sword.
talking about...
I'm gonna
Break it, smash it, burn it, kill it, tear it, crush it.
Okay, maybe that's a problem. I'm gonna toss it to Steve.
No, don't give it to me. As Steve catches it and accidentally bops it, you watch as he freezes.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
I'll take it.
He like holds it out towards you, Killian.
And Killian doesn't have a hand to be able to get it stuck to.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap it in some like in some of the wrapping paper,
Crash it, turn it, spin it.
and then I'm gonna stick it on my side. I'm not gonna touch it. Just wrap it in some wrapping paper and stick it on my side. It could come in handy later.
Yes.
Oh, I was really
Okay,
enjoying that. Jonah, what the fuck was wrong with it?
I just like slowly turn my head towards his, make eye contact, and like a soulless, like my eyes just there. I sort of looks through you.
All right.
Jonor, are you okay?
Let's move on from this thing. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Trauma.
Keep it, kill it, smash it, burn it, kill it, cut it, break it, crush it. You hear from your waist, Killian. Just endlessly repeating.
It's not the worst thing that I've heard.
Steve goes, "It is certainly the worst thing I have ever heard. It disturbs me to my core and makes me feel uncomfortable."
Steve, the last time we were here, you got eaten by a shark. Surely this is not the worst thing we've ever heard.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
I genuinely want it back. All right.
Come, we are almost at the workshop.
Come on, Grinner. You've already committed more than enough atrocities. Come on.
Well, oh, shit.
Right where it hurts.
Oh, that.
You've got enough war crimes.
It's actually going to go really, really fucking quiet after that.
Fair point.
Perfect. As Steve leads you through the shelves towards the table where you had also where you were woken last time, finding the character sheets of yourselves in Deadly Dungeon Delve. Steve leads you past the shelving units and towards the open doorway into the room beyond. As he does so, he pauses for a moment at the threshold, covers his eyes, and then goes, "I'm not sure I'm worthy. I feel like I should not be able to stare upon the majesty of the workshop."
No, because there's another present over there that we have to go open. Come on, Steve. You gotta help me.
But what if its splendor blinds me? I was not meant to see such beauty.
Tithla runs ahead.
You know what? Let's leave the presents alone because every time we've opened one, there's just been horrible things.
Tithla's at the present.
Yeah, Tifla's gone.
Okay.
Tithla, as you rush past a torn bag of stuffing and up towards what looks like a massive table, a barrel, a stool, and a little small table attached to this sort of massive open bench top, there is indeed a present up on top. It's not a very tough climb.
Guys, there's a present. It's not a tough climb.
I might go over there as well.
Can't argue with that logic.
Tithla climbs, but not a tough climb.
It's not a tough climb. Tithla, as you climb on up and look at the present, yeah, I mean, it's a good looking present. It's beautiful.
Grinner, do you want to open that side? I'll open this side.
Yeah, fuck it. What could go wrong?
Not much. 1, 2, 3, tear! Ah!
Tithla, could you please roll me a D100?
I absolutely can do that.
Those who are wondering, there are
38.
100 options for the present. 38. Could you please roll me a D10?
Always. That's a 6.
6. As you tear the box open, tear through the wrapping paper, tear the box open, inside you can see what looks like a man, but not really wearing many clothes, just what looks like a black seamless underwear. And his skin has this weird fleshy rubbery texture. And as you tear the box open, the arms slowly stretch out, grab the box, and then he pulls himself out. Hi there. How you doing? Stretch Armstrong. Thanks for letting me free.
Hey, no worries. Heck, are we friends?
Of course we are. I mean, I was bound to be a present for some little child, the ultimate goal of any of my kind, but I guess now I can just wander aimlessly around this workshop with you fuckers.
Well, can I ask a quick question? Are you evil, or of evil origin?
Of course not. Stretch Armstrong. I'm stretchy and fun.
I'm
Can I roll for a stretch evil?
Yeah.
It sounds an awful lot like a real toy that is called Stretch Armstrong.
What was that, sorry, Josh?
I said he sounds an awful lot like a real toy that sounds like that is called Stretch Armstrong.
It's almost like a real Tim Moffat.
I am a real toy. Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong. Stretch leg strong.
Oh my god,
I'm
it is
stretch
an
leg
actual
weak.
toy.
There you go, stretch leg
This
weak.
is an actual thing.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong is a toy.
Yeah,
it's a
you
genuine
didn't
toy.
know.
Yeah, isn't that
No.
He's the best toy ever.
I did not know this.
He stretches.
Going off of today's theme, shouldn't it be Crotch Armstrong?
Or Stretch Crotch Strong.
What the hell is this thing?
Stretch Crotch Strong.
Stretch Crotch Strong is not good.
That's pretty good.
There's merch for you.
Oh, that broke me. I'm actually crying. No. Okay. 8 Grinner. No. This guy seems... It's hard to read a man with a face made of plastic with an expression that never changes. 13 insight for Luther. Guy seems friendly.
Okay, cool. Welcome
Tizzler
to
grabs
the
his
group.
hand and says, "All right, Stretch, let's go," and jumps down.
Yeah, it
stretching
stretches
his arm.
almost like a bungee as you go off the edge. He's like, "Hey, careful there, lass." Oi. No, I'm kidding. I can stretch infinitely. You lot, what are you doing in the workshop? You're not meant to be here.
We're working.
We're trying to find a way to improve the Steve TM.
Yeah.
Steve TM. I've never heard of that. Sounds like a rubbish toy.
No,
Well,
he's the next big
yeah.
hit.
Steve just like looks up and like he holds out his hand to shake Strutch's hand.
It
Strutch
was in
goes,
the rubbish.
"Oh, hello, what's your name?" "Steve TM." Strutch shakes his hand. As he shakes Steve's hand, he watches the hat raises and lowers again because he's got his little like hat on a piston.
Yeah, love you, Steve.
You watch as Strutch has the decency to look very ashamed for a moment. He goes, "Oh, sorry, lad. Well, look, we'll probably want to take you over to the workbench. What sort of improvements were you thinking of making? I've been lucky enough to watch the creator at work. Took a while for the rubber inside me to set, so I was sitting up on the furnace for some time.
I feel like all of them, to be honest. All of the improvements.
All of the improvements. Right, well, I bet I had laid you lot over there then. We could use my stretchy arms to fly up over the top. This is going to completely remove all of the climbing puzzle that the DM had set up for this particular bit, but never mind. Completely bypass it with just some RNG.
Who set up what now?
Nothing. Come with me. Follow me.
Love you, Strotch.
Nothing can stop Stretch Crotch Strong. As he,
I'm sorry, Stretch Crotch Strong?
doesn't say that.
I thought we're trying to turn it down a little bit.
No, he doesn't say that.
That's canon.
No, it's canon. Yeah,
No.
he's in.
Flop
In
it.
this non-canon episode,
Take it.
that's canon.
Stretch it. Take it. As he begins leading you. Sorry.
Love it.
Sorry. Sorry. It was just low-hanging fruit. I couldn't resist. Oh man, thank God we're not doing a serious session for this, and thank God we're not playing Curse of Strahd. Because can you
We put a
imagine
warning at the beginning.
as Stretch leads Strutch? We're calling him Strutch, aren't we? All right, as Strutch.
Yes,
It is Strutch.
as we're walking, Tizzler goes, "Hey, Grinner, there's more presents there."
Please
Oh.
open some. I'm actually quite excited to see what might be in them.
Yeah,
Maybe
all
something
right.
to improve Steve.
Who knows?
I'm gonna open this one.
Let's go, red present, open.
Oh, okay. So shall I describe the room, or do you want to just open the present?
Yeah,
Open the
present.
presents.
All right, roll me a
Any
D100.
10-year-old
so many
child on
presents.
Christmas.
What?
Nobody cares about the room. They
Roll
only
me
care about the presents.
That's true. Mom, nobody cares. Roll me a D100, please, Grinner. And as you do so, as you enter into the second half of the workshop, you can see this amazing, almost what looks like an enormous kiln with these large metal attachments that have been added on. One that almost resembles a stove, another one that resembles a large, almost like an oven that have been attached onto this enormous inferno, glowing red hot. Over towards the far wall, you can see a pine tree that has been covered in what looks like lights and little baubles with numerous presents underneath. The shelving around is chock full of various tools. You can see various supplies, many stacks of wood ready for carving, barrels full of what look like stuffing for the toys, as well as many paint pots of all different colors across one of the walls. 54 on the D100 Grinner. Okay, could you please roll me a D8?
You bet I can.
Do it.
7. Grinner, as you tear open the present, it looks like this one wasn't actually a proper present. In fact, as you go to tear off the wrapping paper, it's just a lid that's been, like, it's had wrapping paper put on top of it very loosely with a bow. And as you open the box inside, you can see nothing at all. That's when the fire behind you seems to glow even brighter for a second. And as it does so, you watch as emerging from the flames, clockwork gears ticking away.
Oh no, that could be bad.
A clockwork dragon,
that could be
glowing
bad.
red
My
hot,
little dragon
begins to emerge
My
from
little
inside
drake.
the stove. That is going to be initiative, please, everyone.
Why is it always
Oh no,
stone?
it's not good.
My little Drake.
Grinner, just smash his head.
Where's the fucking bop it? We need to bop it.
Burn it, kill it.
If fans of My Little Pony are called bronies, what are fans of My Little Drake called?
Dronies.
Dronies? Draconies?
Draconies.
Drakeys?
Chat, give me some feedback. Which adult dragon stats should I use? Black, red, blue, white?
Isn't there a clockwork one? If you're making clockwork sounds?
Yeah. I've made a clockwork Drake, but I just want to know what elements it's tuned to. I have made a clockwork Drake.
came
We've
out of
used
the
it
fire.
in Tyranny of Dragons.
Yeah, I remember that.
Not fire, too scary for Tiflin. This is not a horror episode.
It would have been even better if, like, the oven came alive.
I thought about it.
Not better.
I thought about it and I thought, nah, look, that's too traumatic even for me.
So full of life.
Red. All right, it has been decided.
red.
Chat have decided this is a red dragon. Luther, you are the first to act as you see this monstrous creature emerge from the flames.
It hasn't actually, like, been aggressive yet, has it?
Not yet, no.
Damn.
To be the last time we acted very quickly was very good for us.
Yeah, it was.
Is there a gingerbread house we can throw this thing into?
Well, I think these presents are bad, so I think I'm going to... Yeah, no, that thing doesn't look good. I think I'm gonna just shoot forward, immediately cast the net out. So I use I sort of straighten my arm, and then sort of like my wrist sort of flicks back, and then from below my wrist comes out like the net as it spring loaded and then like shoots out and envelops it. So let's see if it hits.
Yeah, very nice.
So this is sharpshooter feat. This is with no disadvantage. 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Now it's a large creature, so this also works. And then I'm just going.
It's a huge creature.
Large. Okay.
Sorry, I'll make it larger.
So it's then the net wouldn't work, and then I might not do this then.
Fair.
Because the net won't work. The net won't work.
Why did it get bigger?
Because it's huge. Not large.
Accurately spooky.
Well,
I know it's
because
called My
he's a
Little Drake,
dragon
but
and
it's
we are
actually
small
huge.
toys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
large
back.
Drake.
I'm gonna retcon my move now because the net was assuming it was large, but now because it's huge, the net doesn't actually work because it can only do large and lower. So
The net does nothing.
the net does nothing. I'm gonna run past Killian and Jonah. I'm gonna sort of flank over here. Get about here. Let's see.
This feels very appropriate music.
No, this is good. Okay. I'm going to do some attacks. So I'm just going to do the attack action for now. I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do sharpshooter because I probably will miss. So let's just do normal attacks. Not with advantage. Unfortunately, 11 will miss. And I imagine the 14 will miss.
Yeah, 11, 14. Both miss.
Damn. That is unfortunate. Oh, actually, I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Yeah,
That's
man.
cool.
That's rough.
Look, this is an actual dragon, so I'm gonna pop an action surge. And let's do another round of attacks. 17?
17 is just not enough.
Yeah, I thought so. 25.
25 is enough.
I'm going to throw a superiority die on this for the menacing attack. I don't think it's gonna be able to be frightened, but to get the extra damage out would be nice. So to add on top of that, that's going to be just quickly. What's this? Superiority die.
8 piercing damage. Yep.
I think it's just a D8.
Yep.
So I'll just roll D8 just for extra damage. Okay, so 11 damage all up.
Brilliant. As the bullet flies through, cracking through some of the plated armor. Because it's glowing red hot, the armor is more malleable, and the bullet seems to strike through. Maybe a bit more penetrating power than you were expecting.
Oh, cool. 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 That's my main action done. Bonus action, the net is sort of my bonus action, so that's not really applicable. Just having a quick look if we get anything else in. No, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Cool. Jonor, it is your turn.
There's a very similar scenario here, whereas the giant oven and Tithla is in front of me, and Jonor is a little bit scared of this. Jonor is going to begin running to his right. He's going to, as he starts running to the right, his legs start moving, they're clicking over, his wooden wings start flicking up, cracking as they start to whoosh faster and faster, and he jumps like speckies off the back of Tithla, little jump off her back, and he uses her as a little lever to jump up into the air, and he begins to fly.
Amazing.
It's a small goblin down as you flee away from your fire.
Exactly like last time.
You are pushing her into it again.
That's, yeah. So with his extra height, he's looking around. Like people who use smithers usually have water to like cool down whatever they've been smithing. Is there any water nearby the top of that flame there? Is there any way?
Yeah. As you've been flying around, could you please make me a, I'd say investigation or perception check, your choice. .26, Jonor, the barrel behind the stove here clearly is full of water for quenching.
Okay, it's not in a position right now though that if it cracked it wouldn't get into the furnace.
Well, here's the thing. The barrel is on a slight lean up against the stones of the furnace, and the way that it's kind of angled, if you were to crack into the wood, the heat pressurizing the water could cause it to spurt out.
Oh. Everybody cover your ears. I'm gonna get as much hard as I can, and with I am going to use the wind that is passing over me. I'm going to then use some of my magic to throw that energy, that wind, towards this barrel and cast Shatter. And as that wind collides with the barrel, it's going to have a bit of a big explosion.
Shatter, I believe, does even more damage against objects.
Yeah, that's right.
From memory, I think it's
it does.
Level.
Given the heat that
have disadvantage in the saving throw.
What was that? Sorry, Raph?
Given the heat that forges get to,
yeah,
water falling into the forge, is that going to vulcanize?
Yeah. Yeah, boy. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. That is a fail. Jonor, would you like to roll me?
Is 7 thunder damage.
There must be more damage than that if it's. No, that's okay.
I rolled a 2, 4, and a 1.
Yeah, no, fair enough. 7 damage is still enough to cause the water to begin spraying out of this barrel. as a stream of water shoots across the stones of the forge, you watch as the inside of the forge instantly vaporizes it to steam. The sudden explosive release of gas, dealing bludgeoning damage. Actually, I'm gonna say force damage to the adult red dragon because it is immune to fire, but it'll be force damage.
Adult
Jonor,
red dragon.
yeah, Jonor, could you please roll me a? Could you please roll me? I'm gonna say 2d10.
Sure. 8 and a 5.
8 and a 5. Brilliant. As the blast of steam flies across the dragon, you watch as the forge goes out and begins to cool rapidly. The steam still keeping the dragon warm for the moment, but the forge has now gone out. Anything else on your turn, Jonor?
That's it.
Alrighty.
He's just flying over.
Great turn. Well done. Awesome.
Great turn. My Little Drake. You watch as the My Little Drake begins rotating around. The mouth opens up, and this blast of flame, essentially a little cigarette lighter, but for you guys, a blast of flame fires out of its open maw. That is going to be a cone. 60-foot cone. So I need, I think that's just going to be everybody. That's just going to be everybody in front of it. Grinner, Dracob, Steve, Tithla, Strotch, Killian, Jonor, Theo, and I guess technically the Boppet would also have to roll. I need you to all roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. Oh, Christ.
Am I flying above to get out of the way?
Oh, yes. Jonor, you are flying above. Jonor, you don't have to make this save. You are flying above. That is correct.
Well, I'm very happy I ran to the left.
Looks like we've got a natural 20 for Dracob, a natural 1 for Grinner, 22 for Tithla,
that's two natural ones.
Natural 1 for Theo.
One's in
Tithla's
chat.
been hurt before by fire.
Steve has rolled an 18, and Strotch has rolled a 4.
The
Boppet has rolled with disadvantage. That will be 9. Okay, here we go. That is going to be 75 points of fire damage. 75 points of fire damage. 18d6.
How who passed and who failed?
So Grinner failed, Tithla passed, Killian failed, Tithla, Dracob passed, Theo failed.
Do I take double because it was a crit?
No, I haven't really been doing like natural ones for like crit doubles.
So 75, you say?
75.
Can you do that? Because otherwise, Dracob will still die with a nat 20.
Do you want me to do double so you feel better about it?
Theo's down from his entire Bjornling form down into his full regular health. You did one shot both Bjornling and regular Theo.
Right.
Does
Theo?
the damage carry over? Does it actually carry over? I don't know.
No, so
Wild shape.
I have no idea.
Does, yeah.
Yeah. So the damage is dealt to the wild shape and then flows on to the original form. Theo, you are down unconscious. You watch as Strotch is immediately melted into a puddle of goo. There is nothing left. He just goes, no! He just melts into a puddle of goo.
Anything.
The Boppet goes, end it! And then is immediately vaporized as well on Killian's waist.
I thought we got rid of the Boppet. How is it still with us?
Killian brought it with him.
Killian has it.
I was gonna throw it in the dragon's mouth, but I fell down and I've gone down as well.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
So, Killian is unconscious. I'm going to put a little token on those of you unconscious. Killian's unconscious. Theo's unconscious. Dracob's just gone, isn't he, Tithla?
Yep.
Dracob's
I feel
gone.
Tithla's pain so acute.
On the nat 20, he's gone.
Sorry, mate.
Grinner's down too.
What was the
Tithla,
damage again?
Tithla,
Sorry?
because of your outrage, 75, which should be halved to 36. Tithla, because you're so outraged, could you please roll me? I just want to see if the fire breath recharges. Could you please roll me a d6?
Yes. Yes. That's awesome. 5. Yes.
It has recharged, yeah, so thank you for that. You watch as the... Oh, no, but the furnace is out. Sorry, don't worry. The furnace has been extinguished. You watch as the dragon is no longer hot enough with the furnace extinguished by Jonal's moves to recharge its fire breath. But
wouldn't you say that damage should have been halved because there was no fire?
No, because it was already burning
so
red
then it was
hot.
been halved again.
It was already burning red hot. I'm sorry.
Did
Sorry
Grinna
about
survive that?
No, Grinner's down and out.
I better put some tokens on Grinner too. So with half the party down, that is the My Little Drake's turn. You watch as it looks up at Jonor flying high in the sky above, its eyes watching like a hawk's. Steve TM, would you believe Steve is still up? He's not got much health. Steve, one half of Steve is melted. His hat is on fire. As Steve looks down at all of you unconscious, he goes, "Oh no! I will try and save you." He is going to do lay on hands on Theodore.
Wait,
Theodore looks like the one who's the most likely to be able to
I just realized that I should have had advantage on the deck save.
Because you're in Beyondling Fort?
No, because barbarian danger sense.
Yes.
Oh wait,
I would have as well.
That
Two.
means yes,
Graph
Grinner
two.
would too.
Grinner, roll again. Theo, 20
guys,
20 does
come
pass.
on.
20 does pass. That's half damage. So that's
Roll
only
it.
36 damage instead of
That's still
75.
That is just perfect Bjornling takeout. So I'm just popped into Theo form.
Brilliant.
This was a dex save, hey?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
I
Danger
don't know how to
sense.
heal myself though. Oh, here it is.
18 is the DC, Grinner. That is going to... You can add 36 points back to yourself. Oh, well, no, not
I'm
36
still
points.
out.
You're still out.
I'm
Okay.
still out.
Never
Oh,
mind.
you did take damage before, yeah.
Yeah, I was on
Chat,
27.
this toy is wildly unsafe for children. Yes, it is.
That was me. That was my point.
Yes, it is wildly unsafe for children.
Well, the good
Like
thing
all
is-
of Blinsky's toys.
The good thing is now Steve doesn't have to pick up Theodore because he's not down.
No,
Yeah,
but
I'm
Steve will instead turn to Killian,
Back full health.
who is right behind him. Killian, as you're lying on the ground, Steve goes, "I will save you. Here, hold still." And he does lay on hands, which for him is to pull out a little bit of tiny duct tape and begin duct taping you back together as a little toy. As he does so,
That's cool.
you regain 10 points of healing.
Thank you.
Steve then runs over behind the stove where Luther is. As he turns towards you, goes, "Another one of those, and I would be gone forever. There would be no more Steve, and it is unlikely Blinsky will ever make another."
Steve, get behind me, Steve. Come on. Can't let you die.
Please, I fear the
Protect
abyss of
Steve.
death, the silence and darkness for all time.
The great nothing, the sweet
great
release
nothingness.
of life.
You just made it to the F shove. Come on, you got to stay alive.
Serve up another sweet cup of oblivion. Theo, it is your turn next.
All right. Well, I'm going to then re-wild shape. Going to clickety clack my way back into Bjornling form, and then I will run forward and take some cracks at him.
As you transform back into Beyondling form and begin striking away at the copper and iron casing of the dragon. Roll me some John DiMaggio's. 21 hits, 12 piercing damage. Very nice. And would you like to make a claw attack? Natural 20!
Hey!
That's going to be, 14 plus another 2d6. That's going to be 26 points of damage. Holy shit.
Get some.
Amazing. Wow, as you strike in, you just carve into the section across the chest and underbelly. The metal still burning hot, but starting to cool, but just malleable enough, and the bolts and rivets that hold this thing together having shifted a little bit with the heat, the expansion of the metal loosening some of the joints, you just tear in and rip the section of the belly open. Inside you hear the sound of something scuttling, sound of metal scraping on metal.
Scuttling's not good.
Scuttling. Anything else on your turn, Theo?
No, that's bonus action, and movement. So that's Theo all done.
Grinner, can I please have a death saving throw?
Hell yeah. How
Grinner.
do I do that?
Just roll a d20, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
As you lie in the liminal space between life and death, you find your vision pulling back. You can see the toy shop. Your consciousness being pulled towards another boxed Grinner toy, one that's partially finished, just sitting on the shelving behind you with an 8. You feel that thread pulling closer and closer as this toy body begins to fall apart. Tithla, it is your go.
Tithla is going to lean down over Killian and like just open the top of his shirt, trying to get to the amulet that he has around his neck for his god. Noticing that it's just painted on to the wooden body. She just puts a hand on it, casts Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
On Grinner?
On Killian.
Killian's already up, just so you know. Steve brought Killian up with 10 hit points.
Well, that's unfortunate then. That was a cool little thing. Well, then that for Grinner.
It was cool though. I'll get granted that.
Hi, best friend. Just slap him. 18 hit points.
I had this super dramatic. Tithla was going to do that and then try and drag Grinner around behind a present, but Grinner
can still drag Grinner behind a present after healing him.
Fuck Grinner. Grinner can do it himself. YOLO.
Okay.
So that's 18 points of healing for you, Grinner.
Grinner, nice.
Oi.
And then Tithla's going to go, Jacob, hit it.
Yeah, you turn around. No, Jacob.
Jacob, where are you?
Drake, no!
Just four smouldering paws standing on the ground where Drake was before.
Oh my god.
Tithla goes to try and cast Cure Wounds at the shadow that's left, the nuclear shadow, and it's just not working. Nothing's happening. And that's what she does for the rest of her turn.
Killian, it is your turn next.
I would Is this point here on...
Hello.
How high is this point?
It's a multi-layered shelf. The bottom layer of the shelf is only, from your perspective, Killian, about 1.5 meters off the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand into my little pot, and I'm just gonna throw some of the red confetti in the air, and then I disappear somehow and reappear as high as I can go, 30 feet up, to use Missy Step.
Yeah, brilliant.
Cock my wooden.
We've moved away from that.
I'm cocking.
What a point to stutter.
I'm just gonna cock and then fire.
Nice.
Shoot my load at this dragon.
Full circle, back to the back shots.
Aw, don't call them back shots.
14 probably won't hit.
Is not enough, I'm sorry to say.
10 probably won't hit either.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright. I'm up high. I don't care.
Luther, it is your go next.
Cool. I'm going to Is Steve behind this big metal?
Yes, he is. Steve's behind the big metal stove with you.
He's got cover. That's awesome.
He's got cover. Full cover.
I'm gonna run past him and I'm gonna walk up using my suction cups.
Yep.
Like so, I'm gonna get up sort of just so I'm like looking over the stove.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of use it to. I'm gonna put my hand on there to like. I'm actually still like off
on the
side
edge
of it.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna then use like my hand, like hold it on the stove to brace my shot, and I'm gonna take a few shots into the dragon from here.
Brilliant. Make me some ranged attack, please.
Cool. So, 23 to hit, 14 piercing for the first.
Yep.
And this is 14 to hit, but I'm going to do superiority dice.
Yep.
To do a precision attack. Yeah. So, let's do a d8. 8. So that goes to 22.
That
to
hits.
So 11 piercing damage.
Yep. Don't bother with the damage. As the second bullet flies through and strikes into the dragon, the section of scales, metal plates that Theodore had ripped off earlier, the bullet just flies through that gap and hits something internal. The whole dragon shudders for a moment and then begins to fall apart. Just when you think, that's it, you've got it. The wreckage suddenly shifts.
I'll say something to Steve real quick. I'll go, Steve, I think it's all good. You don't have to go back to the pit.
We're all good.
Safe.
You can come out now, Steve.
Steve turns towards you. Thank goodness. I was very concerned. And he wanders over towards the Drake. No, he doesn't. It's not his turn.
No!
It's not his turn. Thank goodness. I was worried. That seemed rather easy, though. And then as he says that, the wreckage suddenly shifts, and you watch as a claw breaks through, followed by another, and another, as a 4-armed monstrosity, massive claws on each hand, dressed in this strange red and white, furry outfit, emerges from the wreckage of the dragon, and it goes, claws, as it does so.
Okay, so fuck you, Blinsky. What the fuck is this?
This is his like Christmas toy.
It's the claws.
His gift to himself.
Claws. Perfect. Luther, anything else on your turn? Oops. Oh god, whose turn did I just?
I'm going to say to Steve, Steve, just stay there for a sec. Keep using this as cover.
No, it's okay.
Don't look
We've
at
succeeded.
No,
I'm going to go and see what's going on.
No,
and he moves around and
please
goes, oh, by the creator's light. Turns back around. That is going to haunt me forever, that image. Its teeth have teeth.
But I thought the boppet was worse.
No, this is worse. I would rather play with the boppet for all time than face that thing for a single second.
Damn. Shit. Cool. Cool, I didn't take any damage. Bonus action, that's done. Yeah, my turn.
Jonor, it's your turn.
Flying overhead, I see that clawed creature just emerging from the corpse. He's going to then fly down towards that new creature, and he takes like a freeze in the air, and with all the air that was being carrying along with him, he whooshes that all down towards the claws again, and uses a higher level spell of Shatter, using his last third spell slot.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I better make a, is it a dex save?
Ooh, it is con save.
Con save. Demon Santa Claus. Con save. Yep. That is going to be a 17.
Ooh, con save 15.
Okay, he passes, which is still going to be half damage. 22 half to 11. As you unleash this shatter, you watch as claws vibrates very, very brutally, and you watch as some of the hairs that have been stuck into to create this beard and the body begin to shake out. As that finishes, it looks towards you, and you watch as 2 of the claws on its hands begin spinning up as it holds out a clawed hand towards you. Anything else on your turn, Jonah?
By any chance, is it made of metal, crystal, or stone?
It has metal on it. I rolled with disadvantage, 22 and 17, so I took 17.
Fair enough,
buddy.
No, that's it. He's flying overhead, and he's going to try to get himself above the furnace out of sight, and that's it.
Brilliant. Claws. Claws, after you deal that damage, Jonah, did you want to try and fly over to the stove where Luther and Steve are?
I was going to fly overhead above the entrance to the stove.
Oh, over the top of the furnace. Yeah, okay. As you fly up over the top of the furnace, you, for the moment, it looks like you're just out of range of the claws. The claws makes a leap. You watch as it jumps over the top of Grinner and Theo, landing right next to the puddle that was Stretch Armstrong.
Raj.
Yeah, as it does so, it then holds out one hand with blades on it that attacks Tithla, one that attacks Grinner, one that attacks Theo. The other one it holds up in the air towards you, Jonah, and unleashes a barrage of what look like tiny knives from inside its hand. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Does a 9 hit Jonor? Doesn't, does it?
No.
Don't worry. Does an 18 hit Theo in Beyonding form?
Yeah.
Does a 25 hit Grinner?
Yeah, that'll get me.
And a natural 20 for Tithla?
Yeah, just this time.
Okay. These are going to be pretty bad. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is going to be... Oh my god, that's the worst damage I could have... All of them are absolute shit. Jonor, that doesn't hit you. Thea, you take 2 points of slashing damage. Grinner, you take 7 points. 2.
Woo!
2 points of slashing damage. Grinner, you take 7 points of slashing damage. Tithla, you take 13 points of slashing damage, and that's with a crit.
Tithla's nearly unconscious.
The Claws then looks around and sees Steve at the edge and goes, consume lesser toys. Steve.
Not Steve then. That is not Steve.
Steve TM takes a look and goes, please help me. I would rather not die. He pulls out his crossbow. I wish I still had some of that glue. And fires the crossbow towards Claws. He's going to have disadvantage because he is afraid. And he's been hitting very, very hard tonight. I want to nerf him a bit. That's going to be a miss. Second attack still hits with disadvantage, though. Steve deals 8 points of damage. Not bad.
Hey, nice
My
work,
boy!
My
Go
boy.
Steve TM.
Steve TM then rushes around behind Luther, cowers on the ground in the fetal position and goes, if only I was better. If only I was better.
You are better, Steve. You're good
Theo,
enough for us.
it's your turn.
You're the best.
You're the best around. I'm gonna spend my first action getting mad because how dare he insinuate that Steve is a lesser toy?
Yeah. Only you're allowed to do that.
Man, I still love the 180 Has did on Steve.
Oh, he's my favorite thing in the world now.
It was a hard 180. I got emotional whiplash from that 180.
I went from murdering him with a bullet to loving him. Alright, yeah, so raging.
Yep.
And then I will bite into him.
Yeah. It's funny, I think you guys forgot about the beans. 22 is going to hit 5 damage.
For now, Owen.
Yep.
Plus 2 damage for the rage.
That's 2 for the rage. Yep, so 7 damage total.
And then the claws. For the claws.
Claws for claws.
Yep. Slap another 2 on top of that.
Okay, slap another 2 on top of that. I will do so. Alrighty. Brilliant. Claws looks like he's taken a few hits, but otherwise looks like he's upright and still ready to rumble.
Could I use my movement to rotate around the claws and pop myself there to form a barrier between Steve and him?
Yeah, definitely. Anything else on your turn, Theo?
No, that's it.
Grinner, it is your turn.
I would like to pick up the empty box behind me.
Yep.
Which I know is quite large.
Yeah.
But I'm a strong boy.
You are a strong
and
boy.
I'm going to upend it and just put it over the top of Claws.
He's wrapped up again. He can't attack if he's wrapped up.
You just put the box around the top of him.
Good. And then I would like to just stand on top of the box.
Cool. Yeah, get on top of the box. No problems at all. Great.
Right.
Anything else on your turn?
Dad. No, that's me.
Alright, Tithla.
Tithla is going to try and take a step away from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a box in the way, so it doesn't know you're stepping away, so you just step away.
Perfect. Then she will cast Ensnaring Strike at 2nd level. Take out
what
her...
on?
Ooh.
There's a box.
Ensnare the box.
What are you ensnaring?
The box.
The box?
So you're making a ranged attack with your bow against the box?
No, it's just going to try and shoot at the Grinner. What?
What are you shooting?
There's a box around him.
There's just a box. You just see a box. Grinner's sitting on top of a box.
Sure. Then that, so that it can't move. Okay. And it's restrained.
Sure.
So you're going to smash the box?
No, Tithla's going to hit it with the arrow so that it gets encircled with vines to help lock everything in.
Oh.
It's pretty simple, guys.
Maybe a ranged attack.
So you are targeting the box. Stop that.
It's a simple question that you spent a long time avoiding. Just ask you targeting the box. A simple yes would have sufficed.
You're dodging it like a politician.
You don't need to give us that
read back
sass.
the transcript. It says box, 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 box. So
with question
there's
marks.
no tone in that.
Go on, make a roll. Let's see it.
See if you
can hit the box with your ranged attack.
That's a 13.
13 does hit the box. It's a stationary object that's twice your size.
Nice.
4 times your size, probably.
Damage is that's a 7 plus
7 damage. Yeah, the arrow embeds itself into the box, and you watch as little vines begin to grow out around the southwestern corner of the box where Grin is standing.
I'm just now remembering that this thing's like got a whole bunch of very sharp claws, and I've just put it in a cardboard box.
And you're on top of it.
Unless it thinks it's a present again and goes back to sleep.
Hey.
Oh, actually, it says the next time you hit a creature.
Ah, okay.
Box is
So
a
in that
creature.
case, then
Yeah,
it's...
a box is a living creature.
No,
They were-
the box is not a creature. You still have your ensnaring strike ready to
It's
go.
essentially undead tree.
Uh-huh.
Does it? Okay.
You've still got your ensnaring strike ready to go.
Is the box like?
No,
sealed
go
down
on.
to
Let's
the
not be a
floor?
dick. You watch as
Is the box
vines...
sealed down to the floor?
It looks like the vines have entangled the southwestern corner of the box. I'm not going to be a dick.
No, that's fine because I'll. Can we retcon? Go back.
Nah,
This is
we're
gonna go-
sticking with it. I like it.
Okay, great. That's fine. No,
The
I mean
vines hold
Tithler's
on,
still doing the
touching on.
ensnaring
I like
strike.
it. I like it a lot. I think the
I
ensnaring
was
strike's a
gonna
good
say
plan.
Tithler's gonna like shove an arm under a corner of the box to just try and stab it in the foot, so that then it gets encased in the vines in the box
I think it has to be a ranged attack with ensnaring strike, doesn't it? Next time you hit with a ranged attack.
with a weapon attack.
Oh, just a weapon attack. Nice. Yeah, if you want to do it that way.
Yeah,
You could. So you're
why
gonna
not?
change. You're gonna change that roll from 13 to disadvantage to hit it because you can't see it. Do you
Sure.
want to do that, or do you want to stick with your current attack of the box with the?
Well, I mean,
vines
the
holding
13 then just hits the box, and that's so. Yeah, we'll just try and slash it. I still get 2 swings.
Okay.
So
There's many innuendos.
I don't know what you mean. All right, so I will go back. Or that first roll was a nat 20. That's okay. So it's 24 to hit.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Yep.
So that's the ensnaring strike.
Brilliant.
So that's 6 damage, and then the second attack is 15 to hit. That was better. They
15
were
does
both
miss.
better.
Unfortunately, 15 does miss. But the first attack definitely hits. You feel your dagger sink into something, and there's this cry of "Rah!" from inside.
And then it gets restrained, encased in vines.
Yeah.
Love it.
Alrighty, Killian, it is your go. You can't see the creature. Someone put a box over it.
Oh, sorry, it's a strength save.
Does it make it straight
Against
away,
the
or
vine.
when it's its turn?
Target must succeed a strength save or be restrained.
Oh, strength save. 8 is a fail.
No.
Creature restrained. Perfect. Killian. There was a target, but it seems to have vanished inside a box.
Oh, the threat is gone. That is good. I want to do something that is. I'm going to cast Misty Step again.
Okay.
And put myself.
Is this how we learned that Killian doesn't have object permanent?
Chad asked that I repeat the cry. Chad asked that I repeat the cry. What was that question, sorry?
Oh, I was just saying, is this how we learned that Killian doesn't have object permanence?
Yeah, this is how we learn Killian doesn't have object permanence. He's gone.
I'm going to move. I want to move into the middle of these presents.
Yeah,
and then
nice.
And open them up.
Borrowing.
If you allow, I want to use Thaumaturgy to open all 3 of them.
Yes.
I will
My
allow.
God.
Can you please roll me
My
3
God.
D100s?
Chaos reigns.
Just because I want to fuck around and find out.
Not scattering beans. Now's the time.
I need to,
Right,
I need to stop being
First
John
one's
this one for the beans.
61,
61. Yep. What's your second one?
75, and 97.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
So we'll do 61 first. As you pull open box 61, fireworks pew, 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 boom, boom, in the air above you. As you open box
Terribly
75.
dangerous. Going straight into children's faces.
Yes, 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 it would. As you open box 75, you pull out what looks like a roll of duct tape. It's a healing potion for toys. It is a superior healing potion for toys.
Ooh, that's nice.
And 97, as you pull open box 97 and unwrap, there's a sudden pause as you feel
Jesus
this
himself.
presence inside.
Wait, Steve's already here then.
Yes. As you feel this presence inside the box, and then you hear a hello, and a single eye opens in the middle of the box.
No.
Emerging from inside, you watch as the toy holder rises from in the box. Hello, friend. Who are we going to kill today?
There is a bad thing in the box over there. If you'd like to, don't attack anybody else. They are my friends. But there's a bad thing in the box. If you'd like to attack that, we can play.
Yay!
Okay.
I'll add the toy holder to the initiative turn.
That's good. We're doing.
You know what you should do, Killian? See all these over here? You should thaumaturgy all these.
Oh yes, I'm thinking that. Go on to the tree and do it again.
Jesus Christ! All right, Killian, that is definitely your action. The toy holder has an initiative of. Let's have a quick look.
0's good.
10.
Alrighty. I use 10 feet to get into the middle, so I'm going to use my other 25 feet because I've got 35 feet of movement to get to there. I'm going to start making my way to the tree.
Oh God. Okay. Luther.
One of these presents.
Luther, it is your turn next.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh man, I actually haven't really been, because I've been here with Steve behind this girdle. I haven't really been seeing what's going on. So I'm gonna peek out, and I'm gonna see the claws is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Gone.
Seems to
Defeated.
be sealed inside a box.
Oh, did we? What happened? Did we vanquish him? Is it all good?
Sort of. Sort of.
Where is he? Did you dispatch him?
I'm just going to point
Where's
down.
that box? Oh, so you just look down and just gesturing down?
Yeah.
I go, oh. I pull out my gun again and I just shoot into the box. And
Really? Can you make me ranged attack with disadvantage, please?
Shoot
That's
into
fair.
the box.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 15.
25? I said 15.
15 is just not enough, sorry.
Okay. I'm going to do another superiority die to do a precision attack on that then.
Ooh, yes.
1? Is that enough?
16 is also just not enough to hit.
Oh no.
Sorry, mate.
God damn it. Alright, no problem. Let's do another attack. 17 to hit.
Still got disadvantage. I need one more roll, sorry.
Oh, yeah, true. That's 28.
17 is enough to hit. 11 piercing damage.
Cool. 11 piercing damage.
From inside the box.
Dear Lord. No really applicable bonus actions. I'm then going to run back over here and basically just shield Steve from all the horrors that exist in this room.
Jonor, it is your turn next.
Has that toy holder seen me above the furnace?
It looks like it's focused on the box. It looks like it's making its way over to the box. Killian opened up a box, freed it, and now it's making its way over to the box.
It's friendly.
Okay. I plant myself onto the furnace, and I point my finger towards the claws inside the box.
Yeah.
And I think a phrase in my mind and pass it through my fingers towards this creature's mind, if it can perceive.
Do you have to see it?
I can go through. Can travel through 1 foot of stone.
Yeah, no, definitely. The box is a lot thinner than that.
I see. Yeah. Well, my spiky bally friend, please take care of this beholder for me, because it's coming for you right now. As I do my best to impersonate Blinsky.
Oh, can you make me
that's not bad.
Deception check?
I just thought the accent was really off.
Does he get advantage because technically... Does he get advantage because the thing has a box over it, so he actually can't see who's doing it?
Yeah, you would have advantage.
I know it's a reach.
No, it's a good call.
I know it's a reach.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Needed.
10.
Better.
10.
I do not obey you, master. You should obey me. From inside the box.
All right, well, I then just perch myself onto the forge, and that's all I do.
Oh, sorry, it still called him master, though.
I do not obey you as master. You should obey me. To be fair, though, it's not the most intelligible of creatures.
Okay. Fair play, fair play.
Alrighty.
I plant myself on the left side of the forge, out of sight.
Brilliant. It is the Claw's go. The Claws is going to make attacks against the box to try and break free. It also can't move, though.
Yes, correct. It's restrained. It can spend its action to try and break it, but at the start of its turn... It will spend its action to try and break free. I think it's the only thing it can do, because otherwise it can't break out. But at the start of its turn, it takes
natural 1!
Yeah, boy!
So it took the 8 piercing.
Right, and it's still restrained, so it's got zero movement speed, and it's used its action to try and break out and failed.
Oh no! I mean, I couldn't it just tear up?
No, but it's still restrained. Its movement speed 0, so it tried to break out of the box first to basically like tear the box in half above to break out.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, yep, that's all I can do. Steve TM. Steve moves around and goes, "Is it still in the box?"
Yeah.
Great. Steve then lights an arrow on fire and fires a flaming arrow at the box, which starts catching fire. What's wrong?
Steve, I hate you again.
I want to kill it with fire. Do you not want to kill it with fire?
Steve.
This is why you suck.
Yeah, fuck. This is why you're on shelf F. You went between my face.
I was just trying to help. I thought this was
F
useful.
for fire.
Steve makes a ranged attack. Don't worry, it fucking misses. He watches the arrow.
Missed the box.
That's he rolled a 4. So a total of 7.
Yeah,
as he goes to fire the arrow, the flaming arrow just bounces off the stove. Steve turns around and goes, "I can't even succeed when I'm trying to fail." Theo, it's your turn.
I feel like we need to get Steve to the workbench and get him upgraded ASAP before we get ourselves killed. Am I correct in assuming the workbench is down here?
The workbench looks like where Steve and Luther are hiding out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the workbench.
Alright, so that's where we can get some upgrades. I'm still in Bjornling form.
Tissa says, "That's a great idea. You guys should go and look after Steve TM, and then Grinner and I can hold him here."
Alright, yeah, I will run over to Steve. Which is how long he is. Where's my ruler? So that was 20 feet?
Yep.
Then can I knock him up onto my back and try and get him up onto the workbench?
Yeah, move underneath and then jump up onto the workbench. Could I please get an athletics or acrobatics check to get onto the workbench?
You may. I don't have that as a Bjornling, so I assume...
Just strength or dex, then your choice.
Yeah. Strength.
No growl. All growl and no slice. I like that chat, that's good. 12. That is enough to get up on top of the stove, on top of the workbench with Steve. As you do so, you can see a large, bizarre, ornate, what could only be described as like a cylinder made of this beautiful ivory with a amethyst set in the very center. As Steve looks upon it, he goes, "Oh, the rod of change. I am truly not worthy." Looks out at you. "If a toy were to grasp this and think thoughts of upgrading, they would find themselves blessed with the might of the Creator."
Can I use my bonus action to grab the rod of changing?
You don't have opposable thumbs, but you could grab it with your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you pick it up with your mouth, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Alrighty, can do.
It's not pump action, is it?
Is this a spell effect?
Yes, this is.
Alright, let's be good.
Steve about to ascend, he is. 26 is good. 22 is better. Theo. As you grasp the no, I was kidding. As you grasp the rod of change, what are you holding in your mind? What image are you holding in your mind?
I think I'd be thinking of the arch druid that trained me while I was still romping around the Fey realms and all of the wondrous forms that he could take as we strolled together in the moonlit glades of the Fey realm.
Are there any forms in particular that you're thinking of?
T-Rex.
You watch as Theodore balloons out. You would have no idea what a T-Rex is because there are no T-Rexes in Nostea that have been discovered yet. But for the purposes of this one shot, I'm imagining you just picture in your mind this like horrific looking monstrous lizard. Yeah, Fey-Rex. And Theo grows in size as you drop off the edge of the workbench, leaving Steve and the scroll of the rod of change up alone on top. You just crash down onto the floor in full T-Rex form and let out this monstrous roar.
Cool. I feel like I'm probably doing better than that, but that sounds fun.
Rah. The toy holder is going to follow the instructions it was given. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it is then going to cast a ray. Let's roll a ray. You can shoot 3 eye rays at random. So let's just roll 1, 2, 3. Oh boy.
Nice.
Okay. So the first one is a telekinetic ray, which I'm going to say causes the box with Grinner on it to yeet up into the air. 30 feet. Grinner, you just suddenly find yourself yeeted 30 feet into the air.
30 people feet or 30 toy feet?
30 toy feet.
Okay.
As Claws is then freed but still tied up with these vines, the next 2 beams, both of which I should add, are death rays. I rolled 2 10s.
Oh.
He needs to succeed on 2 deck saves or he's going to take a lot of damage.
Oh no, what a shame. He's restrained.
He's got disadvantage, doesn't he?
Well, was that because he had the box on there?
No, he's restrained from the attack. I'll roll again.
From my vines.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Nice.
This is so bad. That's nope, they're both fails. Okay,
God.
would you like to know how much damage he takes?
Yes.
Isn't it like something plus 40 or something ridiculous?
Very
like
slowly as well, I would like to know.
116 points of necrotic damage.
It beats the egg nuke on the slime.
That's insane.
You watch as the claws, like freed from the box, it like I'm gonna say starts to tear through the vines surrounding it. It looks towards Tithla, mouth open, ready to eat you. And these 2 beams of this sickly green energy strike it, and for a moment it kind of freezes in place, and then just slowly begins to turn to dust, like Avengers Endgame, just fade away into dust, as it is reduced to 0 hit points by the death rate. So 67 and 49 on those death rays. 10 d10 for a death ray on a beholder.
Tidy.
I'm gonna take you out of initiative. That's it, dead.
Nice.
Why did you make such a joke of my boss by recruiting the toy holder? You did get the 97. You did get the 97. I'm gonna say as the claws falls apart on the ground, turning into dust, Steve reaches down and grabs hold of the rod of change and holds it up and goes,
Hey, there's
"At
another
last,
present down there.
my destiny. I will achieve it." And then you watch as Steve begins to glow
Don't think of Humanus. Don't think of Humanus.
with golden light. It begins to fill him and suffuse him. You watch as his skin begins to glow. He takes on this beautiful, almost radiant-like light around him. As he begins to rise up into the air, you watch as a big smile plays across his face. "At last, my final form! I will be a real boy!" As Steve flesh begins to replace wood. Flesh begins to replace wood.
Oh my god, he's so big.
Fabric begins to replace the carved wooden figurines, and you watch as, growing in size, taking on a flesh tone, Steve becomes a real person.
Now we get to see him in the real game.
As he holds the rod of change, he looks down and goes, "I will see you all very soon," with a big smile. That, I think, is a good place to wrap up for tonight. As whatever.
Can we do one thing before that?
Yeah, go on.
Can Killian open up all those presents?
Yeah, go on. Can you please roll me, Killian? Just roll me a whole bunch of D100s. Just like roll for
I was
me.
literally,
PM.
I was literally going to move to. Oh, hang on.
I count 7 presents.
I was literally going to move to there and see if I could open everything, including on the table.
Please roll me. Please roll me
man.
5 D100s because I may want to use these again in the future. So just roll me 5
That's
D100s.
fair. That's
Okay,
fair.
that's
That's
fair.
fair.
I may want to use these really quickly. We'll power through those. We are a little bit
65, which was fireworks.
over. Yep. You watch the fireworks go off.
68.
You watch as the box, as you open up the present, inside you see a small iced Vovo.
86.
86. Could you please roll me a d10?
Oh, I'll just roll on the next D100. 97 again.
Another toy holder rises from the bus.
The D10.
D10, please.
Is a 3.
Oh no. You watch as He-Manus rises, a shell opens up, and you watch as He-Manus rises from the conch shell. I am reborn! As he
Does he take credit for all these kills over here?
Thank goodness I was here to save you, He-Manus.
He-Manus.
I cannot wait to
Saves the day again, He-Manus. I believe one more D100. Is that a 2?
Which was a 2.
Oh my god.
Which is the
That's
count,
again, isn't it?
Oh, the count's back.
It seems to be
Van
ominous.
shots
Seems
is
to
now
be we're going to bump
finished.
into him.
What was that? Sorry, Josh?
I was going to say, it seems to be sort of like showing us what might happen in the new year.
Nice. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for our Christmas special. I hope this has entertained you as much as it has entertained us. We wish you a very lovely holiday break. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those of you who are just enjoying a bit of a holiday time off, rest up, recover. We are so grateful you've joined us for this journey. Thank you again. We cannot wait to be back in the new year. We do still have our Return of the Giants campaign this Wednesday. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you will have heard potentially some ads playing. It looks like Podbean has once again signed us up for some ads. Let me know if there's any that are a bit speculative. I can't currently listen and see if any of them are a bit odd. We did once have a weird one for some dodgy vitamins that I had to quickly block. So let me know if there's any ones that come up that are a bit odd. Yeah. For those of you listening on YouTube, if you could hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button, that would really help us out. We have passed the 1,000 subscribers for YouTube, which is an amazing achievement we are so grateful for. Next, we're going to be aiming for that lovely, lovely 10,000 subscribers. But that is all from us here tonight. Stay safe, stay well, lovely, lovely Twitch viewers. Don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid another channel. But until then, stay safe, stay well, and see you all again soon. Goodbye, everybody. Bye!
Bye, everyone.
Bye.